Hello there, fellow collectors. Welcome back for another episode of Sneak Peek, episode 16. I am your host, Sneaker, and I am here with the up-and-comer, Mr. Meow, a.k.a. This Just In, a.k.a. Justin, a.k.a. How Ya Figure. What's up, bro? We missed you last week, man. Welcome back to the show. This dude's been super busy. Man, did you like how I said this just in?
Yeah, man.
Justin.
I've
been working on my intro for you. I've been working on my intro for you. And that's it. That's what I came up with. I didn't do a great job. I'll get it better next time. But what's up, man? How you doing? Man, on this Sunday episode of Sneak Peek? Haven't seen you in a couple weeks. Tell the people what's been going on, man.
Yeah, man. It's been a while. I feel like I've been out for a while. I haven't been making content the last couple weeks. I wish I had like a great excuse other than just being busy, but everybody's busy. Had like a work trip I was at this last week, so I was out of town. Yeah, there's the excuses there, but yeah, I'm getting back into
that real life, man.
I've been grinding the real life, man, leveling up. But yeah, now I'm back, making some videos. So I'll have, I'm back on my normal schedule now of probably see a couple videos a week. So, excited to be on and excited to talk with you, man. It's been, I'm just getting, give me about 10, 15 minutes here and then I'll get the cobwebs out.
Then the hype will be rolling through your veins.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, dude. We got 25 people in the house already. Let's go. Let's go. Hit that like button, everybody, on your way in. Thank you for being here. It's going to be a fun show. We don't have too many figures to talk about. We got some fun stuff to talk about as always. We'll be taking questions, from people as well. So excited to have another Sunday show. It's a crazy episode 16. We are rolling right along. But guys, little housekeeping for you. If you haven't already, like I said, please hit that like button. Please, if you are listening and you are not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. What am I at now? I'm at 979. Wow. We are 21 subs away from 1K. So if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. I am going to be doing a huge giveaway stream. I talked about it. I forget if it was last week. I think I talked about it last week. And at that, yeah, I've got like over 30 subs in the past week or something like that. So we're getting close. It could happen. But if I get to 1,000 subs this week, this could happen potentially next week, or it might happen the week after. We'll see. It might be 2 weeks, which is also going to be the 1-year anniversary of my channel, which is the first video I posted was June 22nd. So it's great timing to get to 1K in a year, which is really cool. So really excited about that. If you guys don't know, as far as the giveaways go, Justin, just give me a couple minutes here because I just want to hype the giveaway stream that's coming up for 1K. So lots of giveaways. One from the man himself at my side tonight. A $25 gift card courtesy of How Ya Figure. Are you frozen or is that, wow, dude, you're posing.
No, I just wanted to see how
museum pose. Very good museum pose, bro. But thank you so much, man, for donating $25 to the cause for the 1K giveaway, and it's going to be for channel members only. So that's really cool. There are going to be some giveaways that you have to be present for. They're going to be US only, but if you win like one of the gift card giveaways or store credit giveaways, I'll give you something of equal value or something if you're international that's collecting related. So we'll work something out. We'll get something sorted. But for people who are just general viewers, people who don't who are not a part of the channel membership, there are going to be a couple giveaways for you guys as well. So there's going to be two $25 in store credit to Underground Figures, and then a $50 MODUSPACE gift card as well. And then for the channel members, there's a lot of stuff for the channel members. So two $25 in store credit to Underground Figures, two $50 in store credit to Underground Figures. And then the big giveaway, oh, there goes Justin. He's out of here. I'll bring him back in when he comes back. The big giveaway is going to be a MODUSPACE mono case, their new case. It's kind of like a DTOF style or Blue Eden style cabinet. So that's going to be channel members only. And he's back.
All right, it's good now.
It's good now. It's fine. I'm just yapping away. But the MODUSPACE mono, that one's going to be for channel members only. And depending on what tier you're at in the Evil Empire, you're going to get extra entries the higher you're at. So Grand Moff tier gets 3 entries, Grand Admiral you get 2, and Evil Empire you get 1 just for being at the entry tier. So if you want to be involved in the giveaway, anybody who joins from now, and pretty much everybody who's a channel member right now, but if you want to join and be a part of the giveaway to get, you know, better giveaways as well, please consider becoming a channel member. That is pinned to the top of the chat. And I just want to say a huge thank you to MODUSPACE as well as Underground Figures for contributing to the giveaways. It's really awesome. We're going to have like 10 giveaways. One other one that's going to happen is Brick Artemis and his wife. She does like a kind of a crafts business. She's going to do a t-shirt for somebody as well. So it's going to be like an Evil Empire themed t-shirt. I don't know what the design is going to be, but once you win, I'll get your size and we'll get you figured out somewhere in the future. I don't know when exactly that's going to happen. I need to come up with the t-shirt design, but that's one more. So what's that? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 giveaways. We're in the double digits for giveaways. So it's going to be awesome. Going to be super awesome. I cannot wait. That's going to be a really, really hype stream. So yes, like I was saying, thank you so much to MODUSPACE. Thank you so much to Underground Figures as well. You guys know I'm partnered with both those companies. If you order some cases from MODUSPACE, you can get $20 off your order by using code SNEAKER. And then also, shout out to Underground Figures. As always, you guys can check them out, undergroundfigures.net. 5% off MSRP. Double box shipping free of charge. You likely don't have to pay tax. Go save yourself some money and get amazing customer service. Go check out Underground Figures. They've been having some really, like, I swear, stuff's been selling out really quick. Like this red and blue suit Spidey, that was like a big one. It was sold out everywhere, and Underground still had it. And I had people reaching out to me like, hey man, you know, like we can get one of the red and blue suit Spideys, hit them up at Underground Figures, and then ended up selling out that same day. So a bunch of people ended up ordering from Underground for the red.
Underground came through for me on that, man.
Yeah,
Underground came through. I checked it, saw that it was in, jumped in there quick, man. That's what I'm excited about coming in, dude. That looks phenomenal. The reviews I've seen on it already. Yeah,
dude. Me too. I'm looking forward to getting that one. I'm really excited to get my first Tom Holland Spider-Man figure.
Yeah.
And hopefully the first Spider-Man figure that I receive that is not damaged. I hope that that's the case, because I've yet to receive a brand new Spider-Man figure that's not damaged. But anyways, shall we address the glorious chat of 33 people in the house tonight?
Oh yeah. Let's get to the chat, man. Let's talk to the. It's been a while since I've talked to the chat. I'm excited to see everyone. I see a lot of familiar faces, man. A lot of people. They keep coming back, man. It's like they found a show, you know, now streaming. But it's like back in the day when you used to have to tune into a show on Sunday night. They're coming back every week, man. They want to see the cliffhangers. They want to see the new season. So,
dude, it's crazy. Like, it reminds me of one of the reasons I wanted to do Sunday show too, is like Sunday Night Heat during the Attitude Era of wrestling.
Oh yeah.
Sunday Night Heat was like a show, and I was like, damn, I want to do just like, I talked to Cage, you know, Grand Admiral Cage, talked to him a bunch of times about like, dude, I want to do like a Sunday Night Heat show. But basically Sneak Peek turned into that. So there you go. Let's address the chat. We had Jim Collector in here really early on. Yo, we'll be catching this on the replay. The UK time difference is a bugger. Have a good stream, gents. Yeah, there's a lot of, you know, friends of the channel who are overseas. So I always appreciate you guys commenting and, you know, watching the replay. It means a lot that you guys do that. Jim is a great dude. Go check out his collection too. He's got some dope stuff over on his channel. Jim Collector on YouTube. He's got some cool stuff, and Instagram too. He's got some cool photography type stuff. So thank you to him. EvilSneaker, that's me, says join the Evil Empire. There's your link. We got Joven in the house. He says, hello everyone, time to make some tea and hang out, talk collectibles, and wind down before the work week starts anew. That's kind of what I want this show to be, is hang out, end of the weekend. And like, for me, honestly, it's like, it's a relief to just kind of like hang out and talk figures and have something to occupy my mind before going to work on Monday. You know, like instead of just sitting there thinking about going to work, like trying to take your mind off that, you know, I like the stream just totally takes that away. So that's been a lot of fun. But thank you, Joven, for being here. We got Grand Admiral Christian Cooper in the house. He says, what up, Steven, Justin, and everyone in the chat. What's up to you, bro? Thank you for being here as always. We got Darth Viscera in the house. It says, hola to you. Thank you so much for being here. We got the Grand Admiral Cage in the house this evening. Everyone with the hello there emoji. And be sure to hit that like button. Shout out to the Evil Empire. Let's go. Yes, T-minus 60 seconds. Sorry we were a little bit late. We're having some like weird issues with audio with the mics and stuff like that. These stream programs, like sometimes I feel like they're just, I don't know. It's just you don't change anything and then it gets really weird. So I apologize for being like 5 minutes late. We got another channel member, Tristan, in the house. He says, Kit Fisto, what a win for us Star Wars fans. With the Evil Empire emoji. Yes, man. Star Wars fans are eating good right now. No doubt. We got another channel member, Krivas 1138 in the house. He says, hey, Steve, Justin, in chat. Hope everyone is doing well. You as well, bro. Fist bump. Let's go. Giovanni says, I'm forever holding out hope for a Jar Jar. Jar Jar would be a really cool figure. I think that'd be awesome as well. We got another Grand Admiral in the house. Valkyrie Magnus says, what's up, guys? It's Evil Empire time. Let's go. Yes. And we got Stacy, aka Jedi291 in here. Good evening, collectors. How about that Kit Fisto? I'm really excited about it. We are going to talk about it, obviously, for sure. We got How You Figure himself back from the shit. He's emerged from the shadows. Says, what's up, everyone? What's up, dude?
Like that scene. It's like that scene in Dark Knight Rises, man, where Batman's just in the cave, dude. I'm just like, I gotta get out of it. And now I'm back, dude. Now I'm back in Gotham. Yep. I guess you'd be Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character, huh? I'm kind of Batman. You'd be like the Robin.
I'm the dude. Never mind, that wouldn't make sense. I was gonna say I'm the dude in the bottom of the hole, trying to like watching you escape it. But I'm on the outside. Damn. I'm on the outside, so that doesn't really make sense.
I was trying to at least give you like an A-list actor. Yeah, man. Wow. What's up, Cage?
I love how Cage is using this strength emoji, which is my favorite emoji. It's my old channel logo with Kylo Ren's face when he says, I don't know if I have the strength to do it, like photoshopped onto it. I just love that one. It's my favorite one. We got Rusty Bronco in the house. Says, hi. Oh, what's up, Rusty? Thank you for being here. We got Universal Key in the house as well. Says, evening, everyone, with the Go Captain America Shield logo as always. What's up, dude? Thank you so much for being here. We got Brandon, aka Prime Time Reviews, in the house. He says, yo, what's up, guys? What's up, dude? I've enjoyed my time talking with him, shooting the shit about some figures as well. So cool, dude. Thank you for being here. Cage says, that intro though, Grail. Yes, dude. Thank you. Yes, that I've been saving up how I'm going to introduce Justin every week now in the show. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing. A lot of AKAs. Very good. Valkyrie Magnus says, wow, glad to have you back, Justin. Wow. What a chat message right here. Wow. Look at you making him blush.
I didn't realize I was gone. I mean, I get in YouTube
gone for 1 week.
I guess it was a long time. It is weird because I've talked to a couple people on because I haven't really been doing anything on social media either. So a few people were like, man, I feel like I haven't talked to you in a while. And I think that's just because I'm usually everywhere. Like,
dude, you went from everywhere to nowhere for a little bit, but you're really busy, man. Yeah. It happens.
And I think everybody needed a break from How You Figure for 2 weeks. I think I was, it's kind of like when a guy hits his, it's kind of like Timothée Chalamet. Like, he's a great actor, but he's in everything. You got to take a step back. Then you come out and you make Dune Part 2. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what my thinking was.
And that's a hit. It's a banger.
Yeah, man.
We got Brad Cormack, and that was another channel member. He says, evening, everyone. Hello there. What's up, dude? Thank you for being here. We got Safel. He says, hello, Mr. Sneaker, and hello, Mr. Figure.
Nice, man.
Love it, man.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you for being here. Yeah, thank you for being here, Safel, as always. Darth Visper says, Star Wars hot toys have been going crazy. No doubt. They have been going crazy, man. It is wild, like how many figures we're getting.
Too much to keep up.
Looking at my pre-order list, I'm like, damn, dude, this is like, I'm in 2025 already. Like the amount of stuff that's already on that list is, yeah.
That's what's scary is we haven't even gotten to like any releases on like the Ahsoka line, which is scary. Yeah. It really keeps me up at night.
Yeah, I was updating my spreadsheet looking at the 2025 stuff, and I was looking at all of the stuff that the Star Wars stuff, and we have just right off the bat that comes to my mind: Darth Maul 2.0, Star Killer, Darth Revan, Artisan Luke, and Darth Sidious. That's 5 figures right off the bat. It's crazy, and that's not even all of it. We got all this other stuff that came out too. Kenobi, the Mandalorian armor Kenobi, the Commando Trooper, just everything, man. Oh, the Stormtrooper, the Shadow Trooper, a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah, and pretty soon, I mean, we're gonna get episode 2 Anakin. We're gonna get We got Return of the Jedi 40th Vader. I mean, there's still some like huge ones that are still going to release. And I mean, yeah, dude, it's just been, it's hard to keep up with it, man. Hard to keep up with it.
Yep. We got the Hot Toys Nightmare in the house. He says, hello there. What's up, man? Thank you so much for being here. Safel says, yo, John just said in Will's stream that there's likely no plans for the Dark Knight or the Dark Knight Rises Armory. Looks like I'll be getting either the Hot Toys. We will see. Yeah, I was shout out to Will Foxification. He just had a stream that ended just shortly before I think we went live, talking to John, who's like the I don't know, his like, he's like the marketing, he's basically like the marketing director, I guess, I think is what he said on Will's stream, but he's basically like kind of their spokesperson and does a lot of Q&A stuff on YouTube. But so shout out to Will. You can go check out the interview.
Yeah, I gotta watch that.
Foxification.
Did they talk about Harry Potter?
They did talk about Harry Potter.
Did they mention if they're going to go deep into that line or anything like that?
I know they're doing Dumbledore, the original Dumbledore from that movie. Hermione news is supposed to drop this week, like early this week.
Did they fix the back of the knees?
I don't know. I think Hermione's going to be shown. He talked about that. Like he said if it is a huge deal, then they'll probably look at changing it. It's going to be a huge deal to me. I don't see how. There's no way that people are going to let that be a thing. That's going to be a disappointment for a lot of people, I think. But yeah, he had some interesting stuff to say. I would recommend you go like check it out and see what he has to say about the Harry Potter stuff. But a couple other updates from that stream. I know you guys should go check it out. And I think we talked about in the past how they're going to be showing like Bale Batman, which pretty sure like he didn't definitively say, but it's probably going to be from the Dark Knight, not the Dark Knight Rises. And there's no Begins. They're not working on a Begins right now or anytime soon. So, and it's not, like Safel said, it's not going to have the armory. At least John didn't know anything about whether or not they were working on the armory. First, they just want to make their definitive Christian Bale figure and go from there. So pretty exciting stuff. I mean, I really like in-art stuff. I'm really excited to see what they do. Legolas, they said, is coming later this year as well. If you're into Lord of the Rings, thank God I'm not collecting that line. But yeah, lots of exciting stuff. Bruce Lee, they're going to show another Michael Jackson. I think they're going to show soon. They're working on a BVS. They're working on a BVS Batman. A lot of good stuff. Man. Really excited to see what happens within like the next year for in-art and what they show and kind of how they progress as a company. Exciting stuff. We got Nick's Collectibles in the house. What's up, Nick? He says, sup, Hells. What's up, dude? Thank you for being here. Christian Cooper is no longer Christian Crosshair. He is now Christian Windu. Because now he's looking for a decent price on a mace.
Dude, Christian loves the hunt, man. He just wants to hunt.
I think another thing is like, I would just wait until the dust settles a little bit at this point. Because right now it's like a lot of FOMO going on because it's like figures are low batch and like things are just, once something sells out, everyone's kind of panicking. I know it's not like people aren't going real crazy, but it's interesting to see. I would just let the dust settle a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think I'm paying $390 for it, Christian. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I would just let the dust settle. Darth Viscera says, where are the fourth sister and fifth brother? Are they safe? Are they all right? It seems your anger, you've killed them. Yes, I also hope that these come out. Yes, I feel like they're going to.
I can't take any more Star Wars right now. I just can't. I don't think I
need it all, dude. Cage says, I also voted for Latino Heat. He's talking about Sunday Night Heat. Yeah, okay, you're saying you're on the lookout. We got another channel member, Action in the Box. He says, hello, what's up there, Ricardo? Thank you so much for being here, man. From Brazil. Yes, love that he always tunes into the show, even with the huge time difference. So appreciate it. We got Clinton Martin in the house. He says, howdy, folks. What's up, Clinton? Thank you for being here. Yes, so there are so many of the Phantom Menace figures that are needed, which we'll see what happens like with the Phantom Menace, because we still got that happening. You know, like they only have shown Darth Maul. Padawan Obi-Wan is next, I'm sure, is my guess. Will we get an Artisan Qui-Gon? I don't know. I feel like that'd be a great Artisan Qui-Gon would be a great Artisan figure. He'd probably be the best Jedi to do an Artisan for, other than Attack of the Clones Obi. So please, yes, Artisan Qui-Gon. Yeah, Christian says, I heard rumors his price will go insane soon. It's interesting because like I know a lot of people are not thrilled about the head sculpt. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with that one. We got 16 Star Wars Pimzoid in the house says, come on, Sideshow, start shipping my 9 Star Wars figs that have been released. Yeah, seriously. Seriously, it's crazy, the backlog. I still have my freaking Return of the Jedi C-3PO that came out in February. It's insane. We got Tighter FL in the house. Good evening. What's up, man? Thank you so much for being here as always. Tristan, Justin, did you get your Catwoman yet? Do you want to speak to this real quick?
It's right here. It's right here, Tristan. Do you see it?
Look at that in the background, baby. Let's go.
I'm excited. Don't check it out now because I want y'all to stay here. But I did strategically put my review up right before this stream because
there you go.
You know, now at the end of this stream, I could be like, I actually do have a video I just uploaded. I have a review up. I'm going to be totally transparent. It's not a great video, but I had to get something out. I haven't had nothing out in 2 weeks. So like it was taking me forever and I just kind of rushed to get it done. That figure's been out a while also. So like the hype for it, sadly, died down a little bit for me. But once I got it in hand, I was excited. So if you want to check out that review after this stream, exactly. That'd be awesome if y'all could go support that. But I will say this. Exactly, man. I have that on the thumbnail.
I'm just meowing in the background just as you keep talking.
But I will say this. I am very the base. I could just go ahead and tell you a little thing. The base right here. This base is great. So I just want to throw that out there. I can't do nothing. I can't. You see what happens when I'm trying to talk, guys.
The base is great from Mr. Meow himself. There you go, guys. You can go check out his review after the show. Go check out his review after the show. We got MB Dyson 829 in the house. He says hello. What's up, MB? Thank you for being here. We got Mad Planet 23 back again. Says hi everyone. What's up, Mad Planet? We got another channel member in the house. Cylon says hi everyone. What's up, Cylon? Good to see you in here, man. Kate says, how can I miss you if you don't go away? More. We got Commander Green in the house. It's hello there. What's up, dude?
Hello
Thank you for being here, Commander Green. The ATRT should be coming soon. Oh, please, God, no. Please just hold up on the ATRT. We don't need that one.
I'm so glad I don't do
that one's under the radar right now. So I don't have that one pre-ordered, but I'm kind of like told Ray from Underground Figures. I said like, hey, you know, if you like somebody can't, I'm on the wait list. So if somebody cancels or whatever, I think somebody's probably not going to pay for that. I got I went on the wait list for the one that comes with the ATRT and the clone.
Wait, that's available. Oh, you're talking about the one with the clone as well?
Yeah, with the clone. I'm not just getting the ATRT. I need that clone with it, bro. Oh yeah, I need that clone.
See, the only thing I'll get this year that's like that, and I probably won't get it. I'll probably just get the Sand Trooper. Would be the Dewback for sure. Yeah, dude,
Dewback, bro. Gotta do it.
I just don't have the space for all that yet. So.
Yep. I get it. We got Dave's Man Cave IRL. What's up, dude? He says, hey guys, just tuned in, just finishing changing the display room around. You know how it is, third time already within the last year. I get it, dude. I kind of just went through that. I 100% get it. And it's crazy too. Like you start doing stuff, like I move stuff around and then I'm like, I get it moved and I'm like, why did I not do this like a year ago or initially? Like, why is this thought just now coming to my mind? Like, why didn't I make these changes? Like, this looks so much better or what have you, like those types of things. So yeah, I get you, man. Well, thank you so much for being here, Dave's Man Cave in real life. Appreciate you tuning in, man. We got another channel member in the house, Figurecraft. He says, hi, Stephen Justin. Good to see you too. Good to see you as well. Thank you for being here. Christian loves the hunt.
Yeah, dude, I think you purposely try to like not get it because I don't think you want to figure that you can get it. Like, I think you have to have the hunt involved. Am I right? You're kind of like Craven, dude, if you think about it.
Oh, so we're going to call him Christian Craven? That sounds
Christian
better.
Craven, man. What do you think, Christian? You like that
Christian
nickname?
Craven.
Let me know, Christian.
Or Craven Christian, but spelled like Craven. Like the cat with a cat.
I think I like Christian Craven better.
I think I like Christian Craven better too. We got MB who says we need some weapon display options for the other Batman figures. I might have to 3D print something. Yeah, if you got a 3D printer, that's nice. That's nice. We got Luis in the house. He says hello, family, and everyone. All naming everybody off. 36 watching, 16 likes.
That just made me think of Fast and Furious. That we need figures from Fast and Furious when he said family. I need the Corona. I need all of it, man. Family.
Oh man, I can't keep up with the chat. We got 46 people in here. It's getting harder and harder every week to keep up with the chat, man. I love it. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Darth Visser says Padawan, Obi-Wan, Senator Palpatine, Queen Amidala, Red Rose, Jar Jar, Shmi. She is the mother of the main character of the franchise. Young Anakin and Watto, Shababa 2-pack, Jedi Council people. Damn.
I've been talking about Shmi, man. Darth Visser. I am with you on that, dude. Every time everybody laughs because I'm like, dude, we need Shmi.
Bossnass.
We need Shmi, man. Shmi's a huge character.
Shmi would be like a pretty cool figure to have.
That'd be awesome.
Hopefully not battle damage me. You know, like with the Tuscan. Yeah, okay. That's sad. It's really sad.
We're really going there before 9 o'clock. We're just first 30 minutes. We're going
Tristan
there.
says, good. At least you got it. I need my Vader.
Dude, that's wild. Dude,
that's
I will say,
dude.
I feel you on this stuff because it took me forever to get the... I don't know what wait has been the longest. Dude. I know Brick just got his Toby Spidey.
This is crazy right here, dude. This Vader is crazy because I got my Vader. I got my first Vader. My longest standing pre-order from Comic Concepts, who gets their figures from Sideshow. Yeah. Shout out to Comic Concepts. And then I'm like, okay, I want to get a DX27. And Ray got like another allotment of DX27. And I already got that from Underground Figures, who also gets his stuff from Sideshow.
Wow. And
Tristan, my man, still does not have his battle damage Vader from Kenobi. It's crazy, man. Crazy. Crazy. It's sad. He says, never mind, Steve doesn't even have a C-3PO. I will shut up. Yeah, that one's crazy, bro. I've been waiting since February. I still don't have my Return of the Jedi C-3PO. It's crazy.
It's just so wild, man.
Anyone else get the McFarlane tumbler?
No, I didn't. MB Dice says is it hard to get? Like, is it tough to find in store now?
I did not get that one. We got Doc Bat in the house, though. What's up, everybody? What's up, Doc Bat? Thank you for being here, bro, as always.
What's up, man? I see a ton of that. I see a ton of that animated series McFarlane like everywhere. Like, I don't know if people just don't buy those or what, but I see a ton of the animated series, Batman animated series stuff. Like, anytime I go to like Target, Walmart, whatever.
We got Kyle Goodwin in the house with the thumbs up. What's up, Kyle? Thank you for being here, man. Appreciate it. Tristan says at this rate, I'll get my mace in 2026. It's crazy, the backlog right now. Like, I'm worried what's going to happen is a huge container is going to come in. Like, they're just filling up one of these boats with as many figures as possible, and all these containers, they're just going to drop them all off in the United States. That's what's going to happen. But also, I know stuff is just sitting at the port. Because I remember when the Batman 2022 came out, I remember I was talking to Ray from Underground Figures about it, and he said, like, I think his Sideshow rep said, like, the Batman is just sitting at the port waiting for them to get it, like, basically off the boat, like, to get the container. Like, it's just sitting there waiting. So it's just, who knows what's going on. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on. International shipping, logistically, a lot of it's just, it's a nightmare right now, honestly, for a lot of that stuff. So, yes, crazy. Christian says, kind of Fire Crosshair was my main hunt for 6 months. We got to keep a Christian Crosshair then. We got another channel member in the house, Hot Toys Hotline. What's up, Connor? He says, ordered 2 Kit Fisto Stevie. I don't know who you're calling Stevie in the chat. I don't really see anybody with that name in these parts, but thanks for being here, bro.
Stevie.
Guys, go check out Hot Toys. Go check out Hot Toys Hotline. A good friend of mine, dude. I enjoy talking to you all the time, and he's basically my twin. He's basically, I'm pretty sure we are somehow related. I'm convinced. We could be connected by blood somehow.
How?
Dude, I don't know.
Because y'all both like like 6 scale.
What is it called when you have like that like kind of like a like connection with people, like telekinetic telepathy, but like you're on the same wavelength.
Wavelength?
We're on the same wavelength. Yeah, like that's me and Connor.
Like, y'all finish each other's thoughts.
Yep, there you go. We got Bloody Edge in the house. Says, hope Kit Fisto opens the door for Plo Koon, Kiadi Mooney, and so on. I agree. Plo Koon would be a badass figure. That's one we need. That is one we need. Tristan says, wow, rubbing salt in the wound, bro. And more salt. Mace is mid. Let's see here. We got Reversia. What up, baby? What's up, Carlos? Thank you for being here, bro. Good to see you, man. Good to see you guys. Go check out Reverse Zio as well. Man, I miss you, dude. I wish we should talk more. We should talk more, Carlos. Kyle Goodman says, I need my Kenobi Vader. Damn. Yeah. Doc Bat says, at How You Figure, congrats, man, for getting Catwoman. What is your feedback? Still have my doubts about her. Give us your, like, I know you have your review, but like, give us like a quick thing that doesn't sum up everything. Like, leave a piece for the review, but what do you got? What do you got?
No, I don't mind telling
no spoiler. No crazy, because like, you guys got to go check out his review.
If y'all still want to support the video after this and go give it a like and stuff, that'd be awesome. But I'll go ahead and just tell you what I think about it. The chat deserves it. It's really good, but it's not great. So the issues I have with it aren't that big of a deal to me, but I could see it being a big deal to other people. I think it's one of those things where if you were excited about the figure, you should still get it and be excited for it. And if you were on the fence, you might just want to wait and see if like maybe you can get it down the line at a cheaper price. And I'm not saying that because it's not a good figure. I think it's a really good figure. But you know, some of the issues, you know, there's some issues with it, you know, and one of the top ones is like the hair, like kind of where like the hair line is. I don't know how they would avoid it, so it's really not their fault. But like the hairline just looks, I don't know, it bothers me just a little bit. But overall, I really like it. I'm happy with it.
The type of hair they use in there.
Yeah, and it's just yeah, and I don't really, you know, again, overall it's great. I don't plan on posing it a lot, so that's another gripe I have with it is like you can see how the outfit or whatever could definitely get damaged if you go to like every time I like tried to move it for the review, I was really nervous that I was gonna like tear the seams and stuff, and that just might be me hearing about it from other people and it'd be in the back of my mind, but no, it's really good. I'll just leave it at that. It's really good. I'm happy with it. Like I'm happy with it. But I don't want to say like it's 10 out of 10 because then nobody will
check out his review.
Go check out my review. After
this says Pawn Krell, that would break the internet, dude. I don't know if I'd buy Pawn Krell. He sucks. Christian's very happy. Zeals here says the GOAT. So guys, the reason why Christian Crosshair got his crosshair was because of the kindness from this dude, Reverse Zeo. So shout out to Carlos. Like I said, just Carlos is one of the nicest dudes I know, for real. So shout out to you, bro, for helping out Christian get crosshair at just like, you know, you gave him that fam price, bro. So shout out to you, man. Just a really good dude for doing that. MB Dyson says those boots look so wrinkled in all the photos.
Yeah.
Talk about Catwoman. Oh, One Adam 12's in the house. He just ordered his Catwoman. He says, hey, CG Justin, what's up, dude? Another channel member in the house. What's up, One Adam 12? Thank you for being here.
Nice, One Adam 12.
And he paid off. You're gonna be happy with Clone Wars Obi-Wan. Hopefully those will ship soon. I agree. Hope so.
Oh it's nice to have a figure paid off, isn't it?
Yeah.
Until they wait. Until you have to wait for 3 months.
Yeah. Valkyrie Magnus still needs Kenobi Vader figure too. Damn. Kenobi, hello there, Vader. Our Darth Visser says, are either of you getting Return of the Jedi Vader? And if so, how will you display him? Yes, I'm getting him, and I will probably display him helmet off with the head sculpt because I have 4 Vaders, and they're all helmeted with the exception of battle damage. That's the one that's like a different type of helmeted. So I will be displaying Return of the Jedi Vader helmet or head sculpt.
Helmet on for me until I get Return of the Jedi Luke, because then I'd want to kind of recreate like the last scene and all that stuff. So
oh, that hurts. Yeah. Oh, man, if they do it, I am waiting for the day they do a proper, like they have all these kit bash types of things they can do for Return of the Jedi Luke. We need a full on updated definitive Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker.
Oh,
we need that, man. We really
need for sure. But I think I'm telling you, the thing I'm looking forward to the most with that Return of the Jedi figure or that Vader is that base, man. Like that base looks amazing.
Base looks really good. Yep.
Yeah, dude.
All the Vaders have pretty good bases.
I'm just telling you though, this Kenobi Vader, I'd be hard pressed. Like, look, I'm more excited about the Return of the Jedi or was. This if you just wanted one Vader, I don't know how you can get unless they use like an incredible material down the line like that. That Vader's like the essential Vader to me, man. That thing is incredible. So I can't wait for you guys to get y'all's, man. I know how tough that weight's got to be.
It'll be worth the wait. It's a great figure. You guys can go check out my review on Kenobi Vader and whether or not you should buy DX27 and DX28.
I don't like it that much, but it's great.
That clean Vader, dude, for that clean version is the best clean version Vader. 100%.
That's almost how I wanted to display it, man. Like when I had it displayed like that, I actually liked that look better. But the battle damaged head sculpt is just so iconic. Like especially when I get the Kenobi Obi-Wan in. Like I'm gonna love having those two displayed like that battle scene. I cannot wait
till Kenobi Obi-Wan gets released, man. Come on.
S-tier Jedi right there, bro. Right there with Mace, man. I love it.
Let's go. We got Riley Reviews in the house. What's up, Riley? He says, what's up, bros? Guys, go check out Riley Reviews. He's dropping some. I know he just dropped a new Spider-Man red and blue suit video today. Go check out Riley.
Oh, nice. I do want to watch that. For being here. Is it a review? Did he get it in?
He did. He's got some. I don't want to speak too much to his review, which I need to actually should go leave a comment on. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched part of it earlier. Yeah, he's got some thoughts on it. Some interesting stuff too. Just like
nice.
Yeah, he's always got good points on Spider-Man figures because he really likes Spider-Man. So stuff I don't always think about, just really detailed. So yeah, go check it out.
I'll check it out, Riley.
I didn't get that snow base though. I'm just saying that I didn't get that snow base because I know he mentioned that in his video. So there's your proof, Riley, that I watched part of the video. Because I know people
such a good guy.
I know people are getting on you for that one. Giovin says finally got a hold of the classic comic Iron Man. Should be getting it tomorrow. Nice, congrats. It's awesome. It's awesome. We got Grand Admiral Jose G Hernandez in here, aka Jose Gifted Hernandez, because the man has had I think 3 or 4 straight gifted subs to the channel now, or gifted channel memberships, I should say. He says, "What's up, everyone? Sorry, I'm late. What's up, dude? Thank you for being here." And 37 minutes in, we are through the chat and about to move on into talking about our first figure. But you guys had a lot of interesting stuff to say to catch up with how you figure it. And guys, just so you all know, I'm saying it now with 41 in the house. Please hit that like button. Mr. How You Figure, Mr. Meow, is now my official co-host for the show. Okay, there you go. There's the official announcement. So welcome, dude. Welcome into this show called Sneak Peek. There you go.
Thanks, man.
Official co-host.
Official on here. I need to try to get some partnerships now. I would like to kind of get in on these partnerships.
All right, slow your roll, bro. Slow your roll.
All right. Once I get to 300 subs, though, man, give me a call, Ray.
Oh, that's good. All right, let's talk about but yeah, dude, happy to have you on as a official co-host. We got Nihilerific in the house. Says, "Hey, what's up, Nihilerific? Thank you for being here." Okay, let's show this first figure. I want to talk about this Black Panther figure first. And Justin, I want to get your thoughts on it first before I tell you mine. Not surprised that this released. It's a cool looking figure. There were certain aspects of the movie I liked. There were some I was like, probably didn't need that. Nevertheless, yeah, let's. I just want to hear your thoughts. What do you think about this? I'll go through the pictures. If you want me to stop, as always, just let me know and I will stop. And then I'm gonna put up a poll for the chat as well. Start a poll. Are you getting Black Panther?
This figure is awesome, dude. This figure looks fantastic. Like, I think this is going to be my reaction when that Jane Foster Thor comes out as well. It's like a figure that wasn't on my radar, wasn't a huge fan of the movie. I'll say Wakanda Forever is much better than Thor Love and Thunder. Just my opinion. I'm not saying that it was.
Yeah, it's a much better movie than that movie.
Yeah, but I will say it wasn't really on my radar. It was like, man, I don't have a T'Challa yet. Like, and that's my thought process. I'm going to get a T'Challa first, but I'll be honest with you, dude. This is what I'm going to have on my radar. This looks that good. And personally, I like it with the head sculpt on it. I think they nailed the head sculpt, man. It looks fantastic. And I just think it looks cool, man. There's something about the Black Panther suit that just looks so badass. And I feel like it's going to look incredible on a shelf. I feel this way about She-Hulk as well. Like, it's a figure that I think the figure looks so good that I want it. And I feel like She-Hulk's going to be this as well. Like, I feel like when She-Hulk comes out, everybody's going to be like, damn, I wish I would have got She-Hulk, because it's just going to be a standout on the shelf, man. And yeah, dude, look at that head sculpt, man. That is insane. Like, in my opinion, I mean, that's insane. Like, that looks incredible.
This head sculpt is pretty bang on, in my opinion. Like, this is really, really good.
Yeah, dude.
Which is good. Again, it's good to see this trend right now, because we got this Tom Holland head sculpt, which people are saying is like the best Hot Toys head sculpt ever. What some people are saying. I just want to hit this comment real quick from Riley. It says, "Thanks, boy. Spoiler alert. It's the best Spider-Man figure to date. You'll be in awe of this piece, Steve." Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting it.
I'm excited, Riley. I'm excited, bro.
My first Tom Holland Spider-Man. I feel like it's a good one. I caved, man. We were talking about this on Wolfpack, and I was like, shit, I kind of want it. I caved, man.
This is the suit I've been waiting.
Holland Spider-Man.
Yeah, this is the suit I've been waiting on. Like, I'm not the biggest fan personally of and we'll stay on Black Panther, but I just real quickly to what Riley was saying, like, I can't wait to get it. I love the classic looking suit. Like, that's my favorite suit, that type of style. And the other suits for me were just almost too tech based. It almost looked like iron, and it was supposed to, but just this one really caught my attention, only because that, but the head sculpt. Once I saw the final head sculpt on that, I was like, yeah, I think this will be the fit. Like, for me, even though the costume or the suit only shows up for a little bit of time, This one is the Holland one I needed. But anyway, yeah, dude, this head sculpt's fantastic. I'm with you, man. The head sculpts have just been fantastic. I think that's why I'm so disappointed in the Mace Windu and the new Thor head sculpt. Like, those head sculpts, I just feel like could have been much better. Because when you see a head sculpt like this, when you see a head sculpt like the Holland, you just know that they can just put this out every time. And so that bugs me a little bit. But just the way this looked, the proportions, the suit, the actress, like, even if you didn't love Wakanda Forever, yeah, I mean, you know, Shuri is still like a iconic character in Avengers. Like, she's shown up in like all kinds of different stuff. So it'd actually be really cool to have that representation of that character on your shelf as well. So again, man, this one really kind of like, this wasn't even on my radar. And then when it released, I saw a lot of people posting about it. I was like, damn, dude, this looks really good. I'm not sure if I'm going to get it. Because like I said, I feel like I want T'Challa first. Because, you know, but if I already had a T'Challa and I really,
figure, dude.
Yeah, dude, I would really be looking to get this, man. I think this is one that you may not see this one again. So I think this one is one that even if you do, it'll be a while. So I think this.
I wonder what they're gonna do, like with this. I mean, it's going to be a while. I wonder if they're going to do another movie in whatever she's in. Like what's going to happen to her suit? Is it going to be the same? That's always up for debate, right? Whether or not like the suit's going to be the same. Black Panther's so popular. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. And again, I think it's one of those perfect examples of like, you can appreciate the figure. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to come home. And that's how I'm looking at this one. I'm not sure if this is one I'm going to be getting anytime soon, but it still looks great. Like, if you were super hyped on this figure, dude, you got to be ecstatic, because just like with some of those Thor figures, there's a few people that really loved Love and Thunder, and you're really wanting those figures to get that 10 out of 10 treatment. And yeah, I just feel like if, you know, for some of these movies, especially with Marvel being on like, you know, kind of in a lull right now, let's be honest, it'll bounce back. And so this is definitely one that I think that if you were excited about it, you got to be just as excited now seeing the final version of it.
Yeah, it looks seamless. Like, I feel like sometimes it's hard to pull off when figures are in like a full body suit and then you see the head sculpt. I feel like the Black Panther figures in general do a really good job of that. Like I really like all the Black Panther figures. The originals, that new like the latest Chadwick one, like the original Black Panther original suit from the original movie, or from the Black Panther movie. Yeah. Great figure, dude. Excuse me.
Yeah. And that's the only thing. If I already had it, like, that's the thing. I mean, if I'd been collecting for a few years, this would definitely be one that I'm probably getting. Because I want the head sculpt.
Damn.
Like right there, that's how I'd probably pose it right there.
So
perfect,
good, man. Rolling eyes, man, really just like changes the game. It's such a nice thing, because like this is a completely different look than the other head sculpt pictures that you get as well. But yeah, I mean, the Black Panther figures just in general, like I said, are really cool. I was not going to get, I really wanted to get a Chadwick Black Panther. I was kind of waiting. I got a really good deal on mine. I wasn't even going to get it at the time. That's how good of a deal it was. And the only thing is, like, it depends. You want to go crazy with the posing, because this suit is going to get creased. You know what I mean? So it depends if you want to go that route.
And I think also with there not being a ton of Black Panther figures other than T'Challa, obviously, that I'm hoping we get some more from that film. Like, I think there's a lot of characters that we could get. I'm hoping this one sells pretty well so we can eventually maybe see those. But yeah, man, this is a figure that, again, I'm going to repeat myself, but the head sculpt alone is like, I want it, because that head sculpt is just
the sculpted
unreal.
Hair looks so good on this too, with the braids, and like the hair looks really good as well. It just looks the head sculpt is just, it's one of the best they've done, I think.
Yeah, man. It's that good. I mean, I keep looking at it.
It's so good, man. I'm gonna just leave this picture up while I get to some comments. We got 51 in the house tonight, guys. Thank you so much. We're breaking 50 again tonight. Please hit that like button. And like I said, if you are listening, I'm like 21 subs away from 1K. So if you're listening and you're not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button so we can get 1K and so I can do all these giveaways for you all as well. We got My Father Django just joined the Evil Empire. Welcome in, bro. Thank you so much for extra step support of the channel, man. Really appreciate it. Guys, go check out My Father Django on Instagram. He's got some really dope content, takes some amazing pictures of just like the figures out in, like, it just looks the way that he sets up the figure, it looks like they're actually out in the world, and it's just really cool. So go check him out. He does some really cool stuff. And like I said, thank you so much for becoming a member, man. Really appreciate the support. Stacy has a question. Hey guys, with all the Star Wars figures coming out, my pre-order list is getting pretty long. Just wondering if you guys set a limit, or is there an amount that you are comfortable with? Great question, man.
Yeah, I talked about this last time I was on, and I don't want to go on a big rant about it because I feel like it kind of puts a damper on everything. But like, I literally had to have this conversation with myself a couple weeks ago, where I looked at everything out on pre-order, and I was like, I'm getting way too ahead of myself on some of this stuff. Like, I have to take a step back and I have to prioritize what I'm getting. It's a perfect example is this figure right here. I want this. Like, I really do. I think it looks
You start
phenomenal.
wanting it. The more you get into Hot Toys, the more you start wanting everything.
Yeah.
Because everything looks good for the most part. And some you like I feel like a lot of times everything looks good. And then you get to the point where it's basically kind of like, it's basically like everything looks good and you kind of are drawn to the ones that look good. And the ones that you pass on are the ones you're like, I really don't even watch that. Or like, I don't even, I'm just like not into that stuff at all is basically what ends up happening. It's kind of tricky. Do you have like a set limit?
I need to probably, but I don't. I mean,
I feel like that's a great answer.
Yeah, mine is, I'll put it this way. Mine is basically, I do have a limit on like how many I can have out at a time. So like, for instance, I just paid off like 4 figures in the amount of like a month, I would think. Like it hits hard, man. That's the thing. Like the Catwoman, like here's the thing, and I'll be quick, but when you're making your spreadsheet or you're making your list or whatever, and you see that Catwoman's coming out in January and people are getting Catwoman, right? And you've already placed that order. Maybe you've paid off your figure. Maybe you're doing a payment plan, whatever. You don't expect that to go all the way into late May, early June. And so when I'm pre-ordering this stuff, I'm thinking in my head like, oh, I've spread this out perfectly. But it didn't happen like that, man. I got like 4 things that came out at once just because of the delays and everything else. So
what's happening?
I would just say that's the one concerning thing with it is like, even though you might think that that one's not till 2025. Well, now you might have 5 or 6 that drop in like early 2025 or like late this year. And so I would say just be aware of that. But yeah, definitely need to set a limit. I definitely am trying my best to prioritize it. And I'm just going to be real, like being on YouTube and like talking to a lot of people that do this and love the same stuff I do, it doesn't help. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but like we all hype
get
each
more
other
excited about
stuff,
it. And
and it's fun to talk about it. And you want to be in on the conversation. You want the figure because you want to like actually have an opinion on it and you want to share it. I'm getting kind of long-winded here, but great question, Stacy. But yes, that's something that I am struggling with a little bit early in my journey is like reining myself in and being like, hey, like just get the ones you really need right now. Like be patient on some of these other ones. Look for maybe used figures down the line. Don't feel like you always got to buy brand new. Just a bunch of different things like that. So
yeah, it's tricky. I wouldn't say I necessarily have a limit, but I feel like I look at how a lot of things go like trend wise with windows and like how many figures do I have pre-ordered within a specific window. The problem is Hot Toys is making that harder now because they're giving us 6-month windows. So you have to be careful with that too. And then they're giving us 6-month windows, but at the same time, there's figures that like I said, I'm still waiting on C-3PO from February. That's not out. But for me personally, like, and this is just me, this is why I don't like paying money ahead of time for my own sake, because if I would have put all that money, if I would have paid off that C-3PO back in February right now, I wouldn't have, like I could use that money. And what if another figure came out and that I just got dropped on me right now, I could use it. It's just, I don't like having my, like the money taken out or just taken away from me that early. So, but like, again, that's me. I know like Justin, I know you like to do it differently. A lot of people like to, cause then it's like, it's paid off. Don't have to worry about it. Everybody's a little bit different in that way. But for me, like it's drawing me more and more to not wanting to put money down on figures now because of how long they're taking to come out and how long the delays are. I'm kind of going off on a tangent too, but I don't really set a limit, but I do keep a spreadsheet that shows everything and what the running total price is on pre-orders to hold myself accountable. And I would recommend that people do that too. It's worth doing that.
And then the last thing I want to add is that the other thing I've done is, like, for instance, you know, after shipping and everything, this Catwoman's like over $300. So to me, I really wanted Catwoman because, like, Dark Knight trilogy is like something when I began collecting, like, now I have 2 armories I'm thinking about, but like, and I know they're going to make more and more of these, but that's something that I really wanted this year was like Bane, Catwoman, Joker, you know? And so that's another thing I'd recommend. This Ahsoka line, everybody keeps saying it. Like, we're all saying we're going to get everything. I'm telling you, not many people are going to be able to get all this stuff, man. So, like, people that if you're like me and you like a ton of different IPs, it's even more difficult. But if you're a Star Wars person, it's becoming really difficult because, like you, Steve, like, you want all Star Wars, and with this much stuff coming out, dude, it's really tough to keep up with it. So I would just say really weigh that out. Like, always tell yourself, like, all right, this is a $300 figure, but so is that Ahsoka. So, like, do I want Ahsoka more or do I want this one more? And if I can only get 10 figures this year, 5 figures, 3, which ones do I really want on my shelf? Personally, I'm thinking ahead to, like, when this stuff comes out and we're getting hyped for Ahsoka season 2, I definitely want some Ahsoka on my shelf, man. I'm going to be, like, bummed out if, you know, when season 2 rolls around, I'm not looking up and seeing because I just love that show. So, yeah, dude, it's tough. I mean, everybody's different, like you said, Steve. But for me, I think it's a great question and something that, you know, I could speak from a beginning collector. Like, it's definitely, you want everything when you start out. Like, I definitely do. So just be careful.
Yeah. Yeah. So he says, I check my calendar at Sideshow and some months are pretty scary in 24, 25. Yeah. Another thing is, like, I think if you're getting to that point where you have a lot of orders, I think another thing is look at where you're buying your figures from, because you save more money going a different route. Like, that's why I get the majority of my stuff from Underground Figures. Unless there's some type of special edition exclusive that I really want to get with the figure, then I'll go Sideshow. But when you save like $25, $30, $40 a figure, it's kind of hard to beat. You know, because I pay less shipping because they're on East Coast. I'm in the Midwest, but pay a little bit. Like, it's a decent shipping rate, and you don't have to pay tax. And they're already 5% off, so that adds up over time. By the time you buy 3 or 4 or 5 figures, like, you're saving a couple $100 potentially. You know what I mean?
Don't use this a lot, but, like, Ray is really generous with that pre-order thing. Don't use it a lot, but I'll just be transparent. I had to cancel an order with them, and I emailed him and said, "Hey, man, I'm sorry, I got to do that." But, like, I've ordered from him as well, so, like, I think he knows that, hey, this is somebody that hasn't done it a lot. But I'm just saying that's another plus too. Is, like, when you have a lot of stuff coming out, and you have say you have 3 pre-orders from Underground Figures coming out at once, and, like, you don't do it a lot, you have to email Ray and be like, "Hey, I have all these coming out at once. Like, I might have to cancel this one." Like, you can do that every once in a while. With Sideshow, it's like you're not gonna get that NRD back unless they postpone the figure.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So,
we got Grand Moff Batman Collectibles in the house. He says, "Yo, I'm running late, but here I am. What's up, dude? Thank you so much for being here. No worries about being late. That is okay." And we got Tremble Dust in the house as well. He says, "Hey, people, what's up, Tremble Dust? Thank you for being here." Let's see. 1M12 says, "I've wanted a Shuri figure for my Avengers shelf, so I pick this up at some point. Great head sculpt." Yeah, this is a good point by Darth Visser. You just got to assume that every Marvel character will have a new suit in every movie they appear in, right?
100%.
Merch. At this point, it really just goes without saying.
That's why I always talk about the sculpt and, like, the suit you like. So, like, for me, the red, white, and blue suit, even though it was only featured for a little bit, man, I just love the look of that. So that's like classic Spider-Man to me.
Yeah. Tremble Dust says, "She's so coming home. I've had the throne for her to sit on with T'Challa and Killmonger on each side. Oh, nice, dude. Waiting. That's badass. That's really badass." Valkyrie Magnus says, "I didn't care for Love and Thunder, but I think the figures look amazing. I also read comics with Jane Foster Thor, which makes you want that figure too." Yeah, dope.
That Jane Foster Thor is going to look incredible. Everybody's going to be wanting that when it comes out.
Jovan says, "I only got a few Marvel figures. I collect DC and Star Wars primarily, so it's a pass for me." Let's see here. Justice for Namor. Yeah. It's kind of crazy he didn't get a figure. He would have been a really cool one. He He would have been a really cool one. Emmy Dice says Wong needs justice before anyone else.
Yeah.
Louis says this figure is amazing. This has to be the most Star Wars figures announced in like a 3-month time span ever, says Darth Visser. Yeah, it's crazy. It is insane. 100%. Yeah, Hot Toys makes so many insignificant Star Wars figures, but skips main characters from other franchises. Star Wars is just a gold mine, man. Gold
it's just
mine.
Different. And it's like that with every collectible. Like I collect some cards too. Star Wars cards, like just everything Star Wars is just it's a different, like, I don't know how else to describe it other than it's different. Like Star Wars collectors, I'm learning collect everything, bro. Like everything that comes out, they want everything. Like,
yeah.
And that's the unique thing about Star Wars more than Marvel DC is like Star Wars. There's a lot of people that just collect Star Wars and just go super deep into that. So yeah, man.
MB Dice says Kit Fisto never spoke a line in live action and was slain in seconds, and he gets a figure though. But he also has a Clone Wars arc. This is why I say like the Clone Wars adds so much value to Star Wars if you like Star Wars. It is the Clone Wars just makes Star Wars better to collect in my mind watching the animated stuff, because there's so much more lore and just so much more cool stuff as well that's just added in to flesh out kind of the prequel era. So highly recommend that. Let's see here. Javier Ortiz is in the house. What's up, man? Thank you for being here. He said, I'd rather put a deposit and lose if I change my mind a year later. See, for me, this, and I know some people are okay with this. You're okay with that. Totally fine. For me, I just don't like losing like that chunk of money. And for some figures, it's not bad. You know, if you have to do it every once in a while, like say you buy a decent amount of figures, or maybe you don't, you buy like a few figures. However you collect, I think if you're like, hey, I don't want to miss out on this one, I'm going to put my deposit down, and you lose like $25 or something or whatever, 26, 27. I know that's not a huge deal. But yeah, I just wouldn't want to get in the habit of it. I think that's the main thing. And that's why I like no NRD pre-orders. And that's why I like ordering from Underground Figures. You save money and you don't have to pay an NRD. Just do not like paying NRD.
And again, I order from there as well. Just also be careful of when you don't do any NRDs. Don't cancel, but at the same time, like just to be transparent, like when you put that deposit down with Sideshow, you got the money in there. So like there's more of like, okay, I've already paid off some of it. When you don't do any NRD, like just be careful, because a lot of times 3 or 4 might come out in the span of a couple weeks. So just be aware of that when you're making these pre-orders as well. Don't get so many out there that you do have to end up canceling a couple because you pre-ordered like 20 figures, because it's easy to pre-order when you don't got to put nothing down.
Yeah, it's just,
you just say like,
you're getting your slot. That's it.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see here. I think Mighty Thor may be a sleeper. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting figure. You got Zach Davenport in the house. Says Kit Fisto's the most powerful Jedi in the whole entire galaxy. Oh man, what's
man, that's a take right there.
Cap. Okay, let's see. I think I pretty much. Brad says, and I'm going to want every Deadpool figure that Hot Toys releases. That's gonna open up a whole. You want to talk about opening up a can of worms and just adding in more stuff. I think Hot Toys right now they're just eagerly awaiting that movie to come out so they can just drop a bunch of heat.
We're going to talk about this a little later in the show, but don't forget a little Star Wars series coming out this week as well that we're all going to be getting
the Acolyte baby.
So all I'm saying is, man, so Stacy, even more to your point, look at the release schedule. Like this year, we don't have a ton of, it's been, with the writer's strike and everything, we're not having as many movies as normal. So like Brad just said, Wolverine and Deadpool, everybody's super hyped for that movie. You're going to get another Hugh Jackman Wolverine. You're going to get probably a Ryan Reynolds sculpt Deadpool, if I had to guess. So again, man, like keep that in mind too when you're ordering. Like I totally forgot about the Sideshow horror figures I pre-ordered. Like I just reminded myself of that the other day with like Beetlejuice, It, David from Lost Boys. Like you really got to just keep, focused on it, especially if you order, like, because I went ahead and just pre-ordered those from Sideshow. But a lot of these other ones I'm pre-ordering from Underground. I've pre-ordered some other different places. But yeah, just be careful, man, because it's there's so much still to come. Like we haven't even seen the last of this. I don't even think we've seen the last of the this event from Star Wars, have we, Steve? Like, aren't they going to announce like 1 or 2 more things? Probably?
I think it's over. I think it's over. I think the event itself ended, I think, yesterday? Or I forget. I thought it went through like maybe today. I forget exactly what day it went through.
I just got done watching, and I just finished. I binged. I usually don't binge watch stuff, but I had some time, so I was like, I finally had some time to just sit and watch TV. So I just finished X-Men '97, and obviously, I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying nothing, but I'm just saying obviously now there's like such a deep roster of X-Men figures that I want. So that happens too. You go see a movie you really love. Like I went and saw Furiosa. We're probably not going to get figures from that, but if we did, I'd be pre-ordering. It's kind of like when Dune came out. They strategically put out that in art. Can't even think of his name.
Paul Atreides.
Paul Atreides. So again, man, just be thinking about release schedules too with stuff coming up. But yeah, this figure's phenomenal, man. Yeah, this looks great. Does this have rolling eyeball? Yeah, it does. Okay.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. Looks incredible.
Yeah, dude, this looks really good. What was I gonna do? That looks badass too. The one thing is, if you pose the arms like this, like you're gonna just get it all bunched up, and yeah, I can't believe they didn't do more for this line. It's crazy unless they're holding off on releasing it. This is badass.
That might be the one right there, bro.
This is
Can you go back to that?
Look. Yeah.
That might be the one.
That's really cool.
And the sculpt with her holding the mask is badass.
Dude. This head sculpt is crazy.
These sculpts are getting so good that like that's what I was gonna say. Like I know that like that's the whole thing with 1/6 is like it's realistic. These sculpts are becoming like so real. Like you said, dude, it looks like scenes from the movie. It looks like stills.
Love this figure,
like
dude.
Promo images. I will say this is gonna look badass with if you already got a T'Challa.
It's a small figure. Like this is also a small figure.
But I like that. I like that too because
it looks cool.
I think the posability on this base.
Like this looks. I mean, it's proportionally appropriate, but it's crazy. It looks like small.
See, and this is one I wouldn't worry as much for me personally. I'm like, if I got this would be getting posed. Like if it wrinkles the arms or whatever, I'll live with it because I don't think this should be in a museum pose, man. I think you got to be doing something with. I think it's like it's got so many cool posing options. With that said, I love this right there. So that's the one. That's how I'd probably display it. Picture. Yeah. That's fantastic, dude.
It looks really good. The only thing I don't really care that I don't really care for too much is the like that blue light or the black light effect or whatever. You know, you put it like under like it illuminates. I don't really care too much for that. It's kind of gimmicky. I just don't really feel like I need it. But okay, let's read some comments here before we move on. Let's see here. Now I can't keep up with you guys.
This is you're with me on this one. Like this is one you're not getting right away, but down the line, if you see a good deal,
I'm probably not getting this figure. This is probably gonna be a pass for me. Overall, like Marvel, I only want one version of each character. And I know like Shuri's different than Chadwick, like T'Challa for Black Panther, but dude, to me, like Chadwick, with everything that transpired with him and obviously like his passing, like that figure is the one that's really the only like Black Panther representation I want.
Would you get a Shuri figure if it had this level of head sculpt, but it was from like Infinity War? It's like Infinity War Shuri.
Maybe.
I'd be more likely to get that.
I just don't feel like I need the Black Panther version of this figure.
Right.
I say that now, but this is badass, dude. I mean, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see like where her character also goes and like maybe I'll reconsider it, but it's not going to be something different. Like not right now. Not right now.
This reminds me a lot of that figure, that Florence Pugh figure from Black Widow, the Yelena. Like that figure is one I'm not getting, but it looks awesome. And when there's like a sale, I'm like, damn, dude, I kind of want this figure. Like I feel like this is going to be one that just keeps like popping up. I'm going to be like, damn, dude, I could really... You know, I'd love to have it. But yeah, I'm with you, man. With all the stuff coming out, like we just talked about prioritizing, like I definitely want to get a T'Challa first. That's for sure.
Yeah, dude. Javier says I almost lost my artisan Loki because I put the wrong card. I was worried for a week. Damn. Well, glad you didn't. Darth Visser says they got to announce that Sith from Acolyte. I'm not convinced that character's a Sith. I'm still not convinced that character's a Sith.
We're going to talk about it, but I know for a fact I'm going to almost make a full-on guarantee what 2 they're going to start with, but that's just me. Just based on the marketing, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, I don't think this character's a Sith because I think, unless it's like an undercover Sith that hasn't been shown, but we know like basically, like unless it's a Sith operating in the shadows, like what does Mace Windu say? Like we haven't seen it, like they've been extinct or whatever. Like there hasn't been a Sith haven't been around for what, over 1,000 years, and this takes place, what is it, 100 or 150 years before the Phantom Menace? Don't quote me on that. I think it's 100 years or 150 years. But why would then there be this like character that like Darth Maul was the one that was revealed? What happened with this character? Which this character is probably gonna, I don't know. Or is it a Sith, or is it somebody within the order who's, you know what I mean? This is a murder mystery thriller. Like this is somebody, this show's got me super excited, man. I think honestly, we'll talk about the Acolyte. I don't want to get caught up in the Acolyte yet. We're going to talk about that. We are going to talk about it though. We're going to talk about it. MB Dice says, I know a few streamers who will be asking for Acolyte figures one day or day one. This could be me because I'm super hyped for this show. I can't wait. Like
there's one, we're going to talk about it, but there's one, Steve, that is like already from the ads and stuff, or like the previews already day one pre-order for me, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think they're going to do figures I think they're going to do them for the 100%.
Show. 100%.
I think 100%. They might reveal one potentially this week. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Tristan says, a figure I really want for them to make, that would be a girl from Aemon from Game of Thrones with a blue eye and an eye patch. That'd be dope. Hot D coming out. Also, is Hot D this month? It's June. Shoot, it is. House of Dragons coming out soon.
A lot of shows coming out, man. The Boys, I think
it's crazy
season of House, like you said, House of Dragon.
Yeah.
The Bear, if you watch that. A lot of stuff coming in June, man.
Yeah, I got you, Tristan. House of Dragon. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we got
yes. Okay, let's see. Does Yoda make an appearance in the Acolyte? Maybe. Tiger says, does Yoda make an appearance? Maybe. I feel like we're gonna see some type of OG character.
100%. 100%. And it'd be Dice, and I want to say I've seen Strange Days as well. So yeah, I love how you mentioned that. That's a great movie.
Oh, this is interesting. Darth Visser says confirmed Sith. It's not like the Jedi need to know they're a Sith, but the audience can. But I'm just saying, then this character either never gets revealed to the future Jedi, because like I said, like Mace Windu and the Jedi Council in the Phantom Menace, which is only like 100 years later, that word was never passed on to them that this character was a Sith, unless they end up retconning it. And they say like that Darth Maul revealed himself as a Sith. But that's what I'm saying is like, where does this character fall in line with that? Unless they retcon it and do something with that. I don't know. They just you gotta be real careful with Star Wars canon. You gotta be real careful because there's so many bits and pieces of lore. Yeah, just gotta be real careful. But anyways, wrapping up on this one. Yeah, like I said, I don't really care too much. This doesn't really phase me either way. But yeah, it looks really good. I'm telling you, this original suit Black Panther, dude, great.
Yeah, I want that badly.
So let's move on. We'll talk about Kit Fisto. Dude, I did not really expect all of a sudden out of nowhere for us to get a Kit Fisto, which I'm pretty sure is branded Revenge of the Sith. Yep. Didn't expect. This was not one that I just expected with all the dark side stuff going on. I thought we were going to get 4th sister, 5th brother Inquisitors from Kenobi. I was surprised to see this one, like many Star Wars releases, honestly, that have been happening. But Justin, Mr. Figure.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on this guy, man? Are you getting this? Like, dude, I'm intrigued by like where you're at in collecting right now, because you've been collecting for like, I guess like what, like 6 months?
Yeah, I mean
7?
Technically from the beginning of November. I got my first figure on Halloween, actually. Yeah.
Wait, okay, so November, December, January, February, March, April, May. So 6 months, basically 6 months.
Yeah.
Man, it'd be hard to be in your position just with all the stuff coming out all the stuff coming out, and then you get a figure like this, like a character that's kind of like, unless you're really deep into Star Wars and like, well, I shouldn't even say that. Like a lot of people just like this figure just for the smile that he does in the prequels, and he's become basically like a glorified meme over it with him smiling. So what are your thoughts on this? Are you getting it? Like, what's your thought process when you see a figure like this revealed that determines whether or not you're going to get it? I'll go through the pictures. You can stop me whenever.
My thought process is always, I still don't have fill in the blank figure. You know, I still don't have this iconic Star Wars character. Now, if I'd been collecting a few years and I have as many Star Wars figures as you do, Steve, like this would be way more exciting for me. It's also one that I'm looking at like, man, if they do ever make another one, when will that be? Like, is this going to be like people have been waiting for this Kit Fisto a long time? You know, is it going to be one that, you know, down the line people really want? I definitely think it is going to be one. I definitely think this is a cool looking figure. I've been joking around with Steve that he didn't have Mace's back, and you know he's you know, but I mean it is a badass figure. Don't get me wrong. I'll just put this out there for everybody so you know kind of where I stand with.
Wait, hold on one second. Mace is supposed to have his back, just like in this picture, but Mace failed him. See how they intentionally put Mace behind him to cover him, but look what happened. Didn't even help him.
That's a blogger photo, man. That's not what really happened. That whole strategy going in, we could talk about that for hours. That whole strategy, I felt like they could have done a little better. Here's the thing. Most of my Star Wars stuff has been the live action. So when Steve said that Kit Fisto has a great arc in Clone Wars, I'm just now finishing up Clone Wars. It's something that I never finished back in the day. Oddly enough, I watched Rebels, but not Clone Wars. But so that's the strange thing. But most of my stuff's from like the movies and the live action TV shows and stuff. With that said, there's still so many characters from like the original trilogy, you know, even the prequels that I still don't have. So for me personally, I'm probably passing on Kit Fisto only because I'm still, you know, I'm picking up Han Solo when he comes out next year. I'm picking up Return of the Jedi Vader. Like
that one yet.
I'd rather get, you know, Steve's still waiting on a C-3PO. I want that C-3PO. Like you know, it sucks because I'm in a position where like I want all these deep cut Star Wars characters, just like we talked about with that Legends line with the Luke. Like I had to give that one up, you know, that artisan, because I was just like, man, there's still so many that I don't have a Luke yet. Now with the shows, it's like, dang, dude, I still want like a Cobb Vanth. I still want Fennec. You know, I want Mandalorian characters. I want Ahsoka. So, man, it's one of those things with Star Wars that like, I think a lot of people get caught up in like, especially if you're a fan of something, you feel like you got to get everything because you almost have to like prove that you're a fan of stuff. Does anybody else feel that way? I feel like I don't really
feel that way, but when I'm a fan of something like this, like the prequels and just Star Wars in general, you feel like you want to have it all. And like, especially when you get a Jedi, like we're not really getting Jedi Council members. You know what I mean? Like we're not really getting a lot of like to get a Jedi, another Jedi that's not a main name, like that's not a big name, main name Jedi, and to also get like a non-human species is a double, you know, it's win-win, man, double win.
But I definitely think that, and it might not be for you, but I definitely think there's that element that goes into play with like, if you're somebody who prides themselves on being a huge Star Wars fan, there is this thing of like, you feel like you got to get everything, because if you don't, you're feeling like, man, I really need this. Like I love Star Wars. Like of course I got to get this figure. So that's another thing that I kind of go back and forth with too, is like, I love Star Wars, but I don't feel like I got to get every figure from Star Wars. Sure. So,
it's hard to complete lines, man.
It's hard, man. That's all I'm trying to get at is like, I'm not saying you're trying to prove that you're a fan, but it's like you want to get stuff that you love. And so like, you know, you got to make a priority, but anyway, this figure looks awesome. I think it's really cool. It's unique. It's something that I don't see them releasing again for a very long time, if at all.
Yeah.
I just think it looks cool. If you were excited about this, I know that people like you, Steve, that collect a lot of Star Wars with all these different characters we get multiple versions of. This has got to be exciting. Getting a new Jedi, like you said.
Oh yeah, just Fisto, dude.
Yeah, dude. Just for me, yeah. I'm probably gonna pass just because of what I just said. Like I'm still trying to get those versions of characters that I don't have yet. Like I don't even have an Anakin yet, dude. Don't even have an Anakin.
Dude. You're getting Attack of the Clones Anakin though, right?
Yeah, for sure.
The only thing I'm really happy with this figure. The one thing is that I wish they would have done is include a left hand for holding the lightsaber hilt. They didn't include a left hand holding hand.
I don't like that left hand.
Which was pointed out to me by it was pointed out to me by Thrawn's office.
Dude, look at that left hand.
Why didn't they add a left hand? It's accurate. It's accurate. Yeah, he's got some big ass hands, dude.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
So I don't know why they didn't do like the other hand. They could have easily just made they could have mirrored the mold.
Why wasn't this artisan?
I do really like this, how these tentacle tresses are like, I wonder if these are wired and you can move them. Because that'd be cool. You don't think they're wired?
No.
They wire the Leku for Ahsoka.
Don't you think they would have shown that like in this thing?
Wait, was it Ahsoka? Was it Ahsoka who had the wires? I'm pretty sure. It was Ahsoka.
Don't you think they would advertise that though?
I don't think they ever did with Ahsoka, but I could be wrong.
Does this feel a little bit
you don't really necessarily need to like pose these either, but it'd be cool to like make them like move into a certain direction or something.
Doesn't this feel like the body is maybe I haven't seen the movie in such a long time, but some of it seems like they just swapped. And again, I know they do this, but it just some of the pictures just seem like the body's just a little off to me. Like it doesn't look like.
I think some of it is just because of like it's not a human.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like looking at this head on a Jedi body, just like when you look at it as a figure, we're not used to seeing it. So I think that part of that is why it looks kind of unique. But what do you think of the expression, the sculpt?
Like I said, man, this looks great to me. I mean, it looks good. I mean, I think it's a super unique character. It's, again, he didn't help Mace very much, but I mean, other than that, he really done, if you're just somebody who watched the movies and you didn't watch Clone Wars, you're probably thinking, man, this guy didn't do much. This guy is not very, it's almost laughable how quickly he goes out. But again, like Steve said, Clone Wars did a great job.
I'm probably going to display him with the Clone Wars armor on, dude.
That's what I was going to say.
That's Mace.
I was leading to that, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what's cool about Star Wars is like they go deep.
Clone Wars
with these
fans, dude, are winning. Clone Wars fans are winning again. All you need is some forearm armor, and bam.
Yeah,
you can turn this from a Revenge of the Sith figure into a Clone Wars era figure.
I like that better. I'll be honest with you. I like
this
that.
Badass, man.
Yes.
Yeah, I love this. I just love how you can do that. Clint Martin has a good comment here. I think Hot Toys is going to start announcing figures ahead of time for them to release on the anniversary year. This is interesting that Kit and Sidious are Revenge of the Sith, and next year is the 20th anniversary. That is interesting because they're slated to release next year. That's an interesting thought. Let's see. Stacy says Kit was a dopo for me. I think he looks amazing, and to have another Jedi in my collection. There's gonna be a lot of people getting this figure, man.
Yeah.
The only thing I want to go back to this, I just thought about this after I read Stacy's comment, Clinton saying, yeah, next year's the 20th anniversary. The crazy thing is like, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with like stuff selling out, because like a lot of stuff is like, it's like, oh, it's like, if they're thinking this thought process, it's like, oh, 20th anniversary is going to be next year. Everybody's going to then buy it next year. Well, like it's probably going to be waitlisted by then. So that's something that came to my mind.
Yeah, and I didn't get near what I thought, and I know it's not over, but
this is what I like to read right here.
See, that's what I'm thinking.
Damn, I need to find a Mace and General Kenobi before this drops.
See, that's the new strategy. Man. That's the new strategy, though. If a figure is sitting for like, I feel like anytime.
Out of here, bro. Obi-Wan has been good enough to fight the Emperor's side, but oh my gosh, get out of here. I'm sorry. Okay, one more. Curtis Boo says, I hope we see a Plo Koon and Yoda with movable eyes next, at least next for Jedi. I think, honestly, it's probably, like, I could see another Yoda happening. And I could see Plo Koon happening, man. Plo Koon is dope. Low-key Collectors in the house says, good evening, fellas. What's up, Calvin? Thank you for being here, bro. Cheers to you, man. Sorry, Justin, what were you saying?
No, it's okay, man. Let me know when you're done.
All right, we got 58 in the house. Let's go. Hit that like button, please. And subscribe if you haven't already. You still have your thought? I don't even know what you were saying.
I'm just making sure it's safe to continue, man.
All right, hold on one second real quick. All right, go ahead, and then I'll read this comment. because I got something to say.
Let's read the comment. Let's read the comment.
So Darth Visser says, where's Eth Koth, Depa Balaba, Plo Koon, Kiadi, Luminar, and Dooley, Ayla, Secura? Damn, long list and a lot of pronunciations that you got to try to get right. So just for you Star Wars lore people out there who don't want to watch, who don't want to watch any of the animated stuff, okay? Fun fact, okay? This is why I really like when you get into this other stuff like Rebels, and you know who. Did you watch all of Rebels?
Yes, but I haven't watched it in a while.
So you know who Kanan is, right? Obviously, Kanan Jarrus.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So this is what I think of when I see these comments and you watch Rebels and Clone Wars and stuff like that. He says, like, he mentions Depa Balaba, right? Depa Balaba was basically Kanan's master, okay? Depa Balaba. Do you know who Depa Balaba's master was? Mace frickin' Windu, y'all, okay? So y'all can stop hating on me now, talking about Mace. I'm just kidding, but like that's what like the really cool thing about Star Wars is like you read names and then like you just like start thinking about this stuff, and like that's really cool. Some people don't even know who Kanan is because they don't watch Rebels, and then like you just get like all these different connections, and like Depa Balaba, Mace Windu is her master, and like if you don't ever watch like Rebels, you're just missing out on just so much great stuff. And Kanan is so cool, man. Like Kanan survived Order 66. He dismantled his lightsaber into pieces to conceal the fact that he had it. It's just some cool.
At this
cool
point,
stuff,
there's so many people that did survive Order
Kanan,
66 that, you know, at this point it's like, you know,
yeah,
I mean, who didn't survive it at this point, bro?
Who didn't survive it?
I mean, dude, it's just insane. Like that's the go-to plot with a lot of stuff is like another survivor of Order 66. But yeah, dude, this figure looks cool,
in the
man.
house. Says, hello there, I'm late. What did I miss? What's up, Collection Session? Another channel member. And look at that, Thrawn's office. He must have heard his ears ringing. Hi, everybody. Grail. This is a Grail, dude. This is a Grail. All right, Justin. Sorry. Go ahead now. Now's your time. Now's your time to shine, co-host.
Here's the thing. If I was a guy, I've heard D-Lo the collector. I've heard D-Lo say, "Hey, I'm hyped for this figure." I think I saw on Instagram stories he was talking about it. Dude,
yeah,
if I had a lot of Star Wars, I would totally be hyped. I'm not trying to say this figure doesn't look great. Me personally, I got to pass on it, bro, because like I still got to get a Han, man. I still got to, you know, or do you think I should just pick these up while they come out? That way I can, you know what I'm saying?
You got time to decide.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? I was going to say something about, it'll come back to me. Something about how like, it's got to be just so like the position that you're in where then like you still have to like kind of build out. So, this is what I was going to say. It just came back to me. This is what I was going to say. You brought up the original trilogy, and now like it's almost like nothing is safe from a 2.0. So it's like if you go back and get some of these like A New Hope figures, like those are dated figures. A lot of them are older figures. Like if you were to pick one of those up, like there's like they could just be 2.0 at any point, you know. So it's really tricky for you to navigate this. Like you're trying to fill in your Star Wars collection. Some of these are older figures, so you got to go backwards if you want them. Yeah. And if you go that route, you're at risk of getting something 2.0'd. And on top of that, if you go back and get all those, now there's all these figures coming out right now to fill in the gaps. That's why I say Star Wars is like the ultimate gold mine, man. Star Wars, whatever type of collector you are, Star Wars has something to fit like your collection narrative.
Yeah, dude,
Star Wars does. It really does. I mean,
Star Wars was one of the first that ever did it, like with figures and toys and stuff. Like that's like if you watch some of that, you know, some of the behind the scenes stuff of that. I mean, like Star Wars almost created this type of stuff in a way, like when these toys came out. So it's impossible to get everything. That's what I'm saying. Like I do love Star Wars, but I can't. And that's what I was talking about with like, you know, like if you're thinking to yourself like, well, damn, dude, I do love Star Wars. Like, don't I have to get this? The answer is no, you don't. And that's what I have to tell myself. I can't, like, it is impossible to get all this stuff. So I have to make priorities here. But again, Steve, I'm looking behind you. You already got a lot of those when you first started collecting. I'm doing it opposite because I'm like you just said, I'm waiting for these 2.0s. It's like Han Return of the Jedi. Like I'm going to be totally fine. That being my first Han Solo. Like I love that. That's my favorite of the original trilogy. That's the one I wanted anyway. I'm kind of waiting on that.
I'm sorry, Return of the Jedi?
Yeah, that's again, It's not the best movie, but it's my favorite of the original trilogy.
That's like the Han Solo that you would want, though.
I think so, man. I mean,
that's a win, then, dude. That's a win.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll put it this way. I'd be okay with any Han Solo from any original trilogy, but that one, like the timing of it, like I'm glad I didn't go back and get one of the older ones with this one coming out. I'll put it that way. But
yeah, dude. Yeah. Also, I just want to give a quick shout out to Thrawn's office because, Mike, if you're listening, I mentioned maybe right before you got here that you gave me the information on him not having a left hand that holds the saber hilt. All right, I just wanted you to hear that.
Thrawn, what do you think about it?
I'm sorry. Grand Admiral Thrawn's office, because
there we go.
Grand Admiral Thrawn's office in and of itself is also the rank of Grand Admiral. There you go. Curtis says, yeah, I also said a new Yoda with movable eyes. Yep. I know that was in your comment. Giovin says, what's with Hot Toys getting so stingy with hand pairs lately? It's really odd. Like, then we get this new Han Solo that we're talking about, and they got these like newly designed hands that are like more realistic. It's like a big
selling point.
But like, yeah, it's like a big selling point. But then they like jip us. I shouldn't say jip us. It's not that bad, but like, and a lot of hands just end up staying in the box personally. But at the same time, it's like these are pennies to the dollar, pennies on the dollar to make these and include in the box. You know what I mean? Like you go on even aftermarket, they're 99 cents to get a hand. Like just come on. Oh, what's up, Renz? Tolentino is in the house, says no fists for Fisto. There you go. I know it's ironic, right? Ironic.
Kid, no Fisto.
Yeah, there you go. Should have gave us a blue saber from his Grievous fight in the Clone Wars. See, that would have been a nice addition if they would have done something like that too. Add in another saber. Tristan says no, his body is funky in the movies. There you go. And the hands are very accurate if you watch him in the movies. There you go. Dilo says he doesn't have a neck, so that might be it. That's part of it too. It's interesting because like in this picture,
good point.
In this picture, like where his like tunic comes down, you can can't really see it all that well. In this one, it looks a little bit better. Like there's a little bit more of a neck here when he doesn't have his robe on. It's almost like it's like hunched up like this. In this one, it's not as bad. And here you can see his neck a little bit better too. This one looks better. But what's up, Dilo? Thank you for being here, bro. Appreciate you tuning into the show, man.
That is what it is, I think. Good point, Dilo.
Yes. His hands are huge. That's another thing. You're probably not going to put both hands on the saber hilt. Massive. Pause. Let's see. What else we got? We got Collector Joey in the house, another channel member. What's up, Joey? Thank you for being here, guys. Go check out Collector Joey. Thank you for being here, man. Let's see here. Halo Secura didn't survive Order 66, FYI. No, we were talking about Depa Balaba. Let's see. Man, I cannot keep up. We got Waname in the house. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Or is it Waname? Might be Waname. No, maybe Wanami. Wanami, looking for Jedi Council member. What's up, Wanami? Thank you for being here. Okay. I'm scrolling through these comments. Thrawn's off says, dude, I heard you say that the second I tuned in. That's weird. That is weird, man. That is weird. Couldn't make it. Was working on the collection room all day and had to spend some time with the wife. Well, you know what? This is a great segue because I just want to mention real quick. Haven't really announced this yet, but I'm going to New York Comic Con. For anybody in the chat who's going to New York Comic Con, I'm attending. And also, when Thrawn's office says he's working on the collection room, this gets me very excited because I'm about to be going to hang out with my boy, the Grand Admiral, Thrawn's office himself in New York for the weekend. Get to see his collection. So very excited about that. So guys, if you're going to a New York Comic Con, I'll be there. You can come meet me if you really want to. If not, I understand. Also I closed the poll. I think it was like 20% not getting, or 20% getting, and then 80% not getting Black Panther, Shuri Black Panther. So that's a lot. Only what is that? 1 in 5.
Yeah, and I think it's just because what we said, like people, I do think if we did the poll again and we asked what people thought of it, like ranking the figure, I think a lot of people would agree with us, like how good it looks. But yeah, I think it's just one of those figures that, there's so much coming out right now, man. There's so much dropping right now that you got to prioritize some stuff.
Yep. I love how they put Mace in all these photos. Whoa, October. There's LA Comic Con is in October too. That's when New York Comic Con is. I'll make it out to California. California's a lot farther from Wisconsin than New York is. It's just California's just a lot more expensive also to go to. Can't wait, dude. I'm excited. I'm pumped, man. I am pumped. Justin, were you gonna say something else? Nomar, what's up, man? Gotta come to Florida Con in July, Obi-Wan. What's up, Nomar? Thank you for being here. Let's see. Whoa, isn't New York Comic Con in July? Did they move it or I'm bugging? No, it is it's October 17th through the 20th, I think, the dates that come to my mind. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 17th through the 20th. I think that's right. Okay, Justin, is there something else you're going to say?
No, I've said all I've got to say about Kit, man. I mean, I think the best thing to say is I think it looks cool. It's not one that I'll just say it. I mean, I usually ride the fence on this stuff, but I'll never say never, but I'm definitely not getting it day one.
I pre-ordered this.
Yeah, of course. That's what I'm saying. You see how that works? It's like, I gave some really valid points, but when you say you're not getting a Star Wars figure, everybody's like, oh, I guess you don't love Star Wars. If you love Star Wars, you'd get it all.
Can't miss out on Kit Fisto, dude. Cannot miss out on Kit Fisto.
100% can miss out on Kit Fisto. 100%
cannot miss out for me. Gotta get basically if a Jedi's getting announced or a Jedi's getting released, like if it's a Jedi, they're probably coming to the collection, man. I hope collection session. I hope Kit Fisto doesn't get canceled. Not a chance, man. They don't cancel Star Wars stuff. Okay, MB Dyson says yes, October 17th through the 20th on New York Comic Con. Curtis Boo says, any advice on traveling to New York, like best by car or flight? I'm from Canada. Wasn't thinking about going, but now I am. I don't know. I'm flying just because it's way too far of a drive, and I'm staying with a friend who knows the area because I've never been to New York. I would imagine though, if it was me, I would probably just want to fly there, even if I guess like it depends on how far away you are, or if you want to like stay a little bit outside of there and then Uber into the convention. This is tricky, man. This is tricky. I don't know. It's really tricky. I don't travel a lot, to be honest. Okay. You're welcome, Trump with us. Thank you. We got 57 in here, guys. Please hit that like button. Like I said, if you haven't subscribed, please do, because we are now we are at 983. We are 17 subs away from 1K. 17 subs away. Oh, that's crazy. We're getting there. Mitchell Lawrence in the house. What's up, Mitchell? He says, I love Star Wars, but I don't love every character. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't really love every character. I kind of like, I guess you could put them on like a tier list kind of ranking.
But you get every character.
I don't get every character. There's a lot of figures I don't have actually from Star Wars.
You get BT1?
There's so many. I'm getting BT1, but that's because I also have got 000, man. You gotta have both. All right. There's a lot that I don't have. Chris Booth says, all good. Thanks for your advice. Was just wondering because I'm right across the border, but I'll figure it out. If you're right across the border, like you're probably pretty close. If I was really close, I would just consider driving. I will say but also I haven't driven in New York. So that's a whole different thing. Like I can imagine it's probably like crazy to try to figure out parking and stuff like that in New York and whether or not you're going to stay in a hotel and all that's be kind of crazy. So yeah, but if you're really that close, you can always drive and stay outside of the city too. And then Uber in or something like a little bit, to get a little bit closer and stuff to and from the convention. Yeah. Okay, man, let's go back to this view. So what do you want to talk about? You want to talk about the Acolyte?
Yeah, I do.
Let's talk about the Acolyte, I think. But real quick, I need to look at my channel because I did post this channel members this weekly thing that I do for my channel members, where they weekly Q&A. So let me just go to that real quick. And there were a couple questions on here. There were just a couple. With the announcement, AJ, Grand Admiral, the channel said, with the announcement of Kit Fisto, are there any figures you would love to see come out of the Hot Toys graveyard that have been teased? Because we need to talk about the graveyard still. And this is a great, let's just talk about the graveyard real quick. I'm not going to pull anything up on Sideshow. Actually, you know what? You know what I can do? Let's do this. Let's do this.
Whoa.
I'm going to do this again. Sorry, this is going to look really weird. So there's a lot of like here. I got to do this. Here, hold on. Hold on a second, everybody. Bear with me because I got to reset some stuff.
Wait a minute. What's that Evil Dead 2? What is that? Oh, that's a statue?
Do this.
Oh, dude, that got me excited. I thought that was a 6 scale Ash. Okay,
there we go. So there's like some, let me see. Let's see if I can just do Hot Toys. Okay, so this is a coming soon for Hot Toys. Okay. So that's interesting. Why is this Pit Droid and BD in here? That's interesting. That should be gone. That came out. But I want to talk about this real quick because do you think that, so basically what happens, you know, these characters that go into here, Hawkeye, you know, we got, I'm sure Drax and them are somewhere in here, which I don't know why I don't see him on here right now, but
yeah, this is like, shouldn't it have Gwen Stacy on there too?
Probably. I mean, I'm sure there might be some stuff that's not on here, like on this specific thing. I don't know, but I just wanted to pull this up real quick because people can see.
Whoa, wait a minute. Let's think about this for a second though. Why wouldn't it be on there?
What do you mean?
It was on there. Like you used to go in there and see Drax, Mantis from Guardians 3.
Yeah, maybe it's just
maybe they pulled it because now they're about to announce.
Nope, here they all are. So when I clicked Hot Toys, for some reason it took them all away, but now you can see right here. So like Grogu with Pram. Okay. So here you go, Gwen Stacy, the Covert Mandos, another armor which you can't even sell for under 100. You can't even sell an armor right now for like 130, 140 bucks. But then they're already 2.0ing the armor, given the updated version, not even 2.0, but then re-release with a Jetpack for season 3 look.
Yeah, some of these were
sister,
never getting.
Fifth brother. So like, does this give you hope that they might pull one out though?
No, it doesn't give me
why they would all of a sudden just go back and do this Kit Fisto.
No, it doesn't give me hope. I will say I still think we're getting some of these, but just because Kit got released doesn't give me hope. I think they're going so often to the Star Wars well right now because there's not a whole lot else to do, either that or 2.0. So it makes total sense. Star Wars, anything Star Wars, I think is on the table. But I will say, I am one of the few people that still think we're getting Drax, and I still think we're getting that Gwen Stacy from Across the Spider-Verse. I don't know if they're like what they're waiting on with that. Out of all these that we're seeing, I think the Gwen Stacy from Across the Spider-Verse is like a 100% like gonna happen. Like I don't see how
dude. They already announced all those figures.
I know, but I just it boggles the mind. But I just
hell is it?
I think it's happening. It's gut instinct, bro. That's all I can go on is my gut. And also wishful thinking because I gotta have that figure.
I think really it's a crapshoot. We don't need to spend too much time talking about this. I feel like a lot of it's kind of a crapshoot. Funky Cold Santa's in the house. What's up, Funky Cold Santa? Thank you for being here. He says, yes, I would like the Range Trooper from the graveyard. That'd be dope. A solo Range Trooper. That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Wait, I just saw the Obi-Wan statue. That got announced, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, so they put stuff like, this one.
Yeah.
Or, sorry, this one. So they put stuff in here right away when it's announced. It goes in here. So, like, for example, when they did the, the Commando from the Bad Batch, that goes on here. And then it gets released and then it goes right off. So even the stuff that gets announced goes on here right away. But it doesn't necessarily mean that's going to get released. Oh, excuse me. Like, yeah, so all this stuff from that Sideshow Con last year, MODOK, life-size Babu Frick, Mantis and Drax are on here, which we don't know if they're coming. I still feel like Mantis and Drax are going to happen, guys. I do. During one of these low times, when nothing's going on this year, they're just going to all of a sudden announce these. Yeah, I do. I think that that's probably going to happen. Fourth sister, fifth brother. I think that's happening. Some of these older ones, though, I guess, like, man, Hawkeye. I don't know. I feel like I have more hope overall just for things coming out of the graveyard. Like this battle droid right here. This is a really high chance for the Phantom Menace. Very, very high chance. Phantom Menace anniversary for them to drop this battle droid. They already have the Geno. It's a repaint. All it is them painting it differently. That's it. So that's this is a given. This battle droid is going to happen. So I think like it depends on the time and the place, but there are some that I feel like we're never seeing potentially. Like, I don't know if we're ever going to see this life-size Pram Grogu. They did a 1-to-1 Grogu, like them putting it in a Pram. Like, I just don't know. With shipping and stuff, like it'd be like statue level shipping. MODOK is crazy.
MODOK is not happening, bro.
I just don't see it,
that would be the biggest shocker of all time if that got released.
That'd be crazy.
I'd love to see it get released just because I think it's going to look so bizarre, but like, I don't know, man. That's the one out of all these that I'm looking at. Like, dude, there's no way they released that, right?
Crazy.
But dude, Spider-Gwen not being announced. Honestly, man, Drax is the biggest like head scratcher because at least with Mantis we're getting that holiday special, so we're getting something. But the Spider-Gwen to me is just so bizarre. Like, and not having a Peter B. Parker yet is crazy. So I'm thinking that they announced those two around the same time. Like, that's what I think they're waiting for that. Really interesting.
Ziff76, what's up, man? Thank you for being here. Says the Pit Droid and the BD are the clean versions. The BD72, yeah, these are the clean versions. I see. Yes, I know. And they said same with the R5. Oh, excuse me. Oh man. Yeah, I know this R5D4 is from Mando season 3. I remember that one being clean, but yeah, I didn't realize the Pit Droid and BD72 were clean. That's cool. Also, they're giving us a damn BD unit. They're gonna freaking give us BD1 and a Cal Kestis. Come on. Let's see here. Oh, Mitchell says, I won't be going to New York Comic Con even though I have family there. We have London Comic Con throughout the year here in UK. That's dope. Nice. Okay, let me get through a couple more. Hano Thor hype. Yeah, I know Hano. Those Hano figures are cool. Very cool. Death Star Trooper. This would be so cool to get, man. Put this Death Star gunner that I have right next to it. Ooh, I just don't think that's gonna happen. I wish it did though. No more Lokis. Christian says, where is the Padawan Obi at? It's coming. It's happening 100%. If they do the Phantom Menace line and they do not do Padawan Obi-Wan, that would be the most questionable thing. I would rant at every stream for that. Every single stream. They got to do it. It is literally like they need him for Duel of the Fates. You have to do it. There's just no way that they don't. No way. They got all these other Obi-Wans that they easily can get like the likeness rights for. Just get Padawan Obi out there. Come on. Yeah, Collection Obsession also says I want that Death Star Trooper. Andreas IB's in the house. What's up, Andreas? Thank you for being here, man. Appreciate you tuning into the show. In my opinion, they will release Gwen for the third movie. Interesting.
I think that they might release it. Yeah, I think I know what you're saying. Are you saying that like they're going to release it to coincide with the release? Like we're still going to get an Across the Spider-Verse Gwen? Or are you saying they're going to wait till the final Spider-Verse film to announce her character from that movie? I just feel like if you've seen Across the Spider-Verse, like that's almost a Gwen story. So like,
how much different is this one than the other one?
Well, the shoes are different. That's 100%.
Yeah, okay.
Why, the shoes are different. And, she's a little older. It's kind of like the Miles Morales. And again, I know that's Spider-Man and it's Miles Morales, but I'm just saying it's kind of the same thing. Like looks a little older.
Yeah, different proportions and whatnot.
Yeah, but the fact that we don't have a Peter B. Parker yet is insane. Crazy. Insane that we don't have that.
Tristan, before we go through the graveyard, can we please get a hoo-yang? There you go. That's my version of that. Can I get a hoo-yeah? But I say hoo-yang.
Oh, yeah. Good one, man.
There you go, man. That's a collector joke right there.
What about Ezra? I need Ezra, too. And also, I want the Night Sisters, bro. I'm sorry, but I do.
I don't know if I need an Ezra. I feel like I want a season 2 Ezra.
That's what I'm thinking,
true to form Jedi Ezra and that, like, different.
Yeah.
Just like, he's going to be wearing something different and be looking really cool.
But did you see those posts that him and the actor that plays him and somebody else were like at the Hot Toys headquarters looking at stuff or something?
Yeah, you're talking about the actress that plays Shin Hati.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the figures. Yep. I feel like he could happen.
Yeah. I would like to see, Morgan Elsbeth and then Night Sisters. I can wait. Like, I don't have to have them, but I would like to see those eventually.
There's one other question, a members only question for the Q&A. Who's your favorite obscure prequel Jedi?
It's a good one.
I'd probably go with Plo Koon. I guess if he's considered obscure. Tristan, while you're thinking on that, Tristan says, I want Morgan Elsbeth. I will hard pass on Ezra Moses Bridger. Oh, man.
I'm feeling like I don't remember as many.
Nice Sister be dope.
Yeah, dude. Who are some ones that we haven't talked about? Some prequel Jedi that I'm not thinking of that maybe only were there in like the council and like I'm trying to think if there's some that I haven't thought of.
Oh man.
I'm kind of with you on your answer just because I just think that design would look really cool. Same with like the kit. Like I just think that species would look really cool and like, but I'm trying to think if there's other ones that I'm not thinking of. I don't know. I'll go with your option there. Or I'd like to see a never mind. You asked for like under the radar or like background Jedi basically. So yeah, I'll go with your answer, Steve. That sounds nice.
All right, great. Great.
I just couldn't think. I was trying to think of the Jedi Council.
I mean, they're obscure for a reason. It's kind of hard. I mean, there's so many, dude. Like there's so many. Okay, let's talk about some Acolyte, dude. Because I want to talk about some Acolyte, but real quick, let me close the. Did I close the poll?
I don't know. I don't know why I answered like that, but I don't know.
Are you getting Kit Fisto? Let me end the poll. I see yes 52%, no yes 52%, no 47%, 40 votes.
That's about what I thought it'd be.
It's pretty close 50-50.
That makes sense to me. Yeah.
Tremble Dust got to go. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, no doubt, bro. Thank you so much for being here, man, and appreciate your comments throughout the show. Yeah, thank you for tuning in. Yes, you stay safe as well, man. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it, man.
We're going to close it out here, just briefly talking about the Acolyte, which comes out on Tuesday, 2-episode premiere. And I will say, just like they did with Ahsoka, I am very, very happy. Also, it's an 8-episode show, I believe.
8 episodes at 30 minutes apiece, bro.
Is it 8 episodes? Is that confirmed? Right?
Yes.
So 8 episodes. It's Tuesday, and it is at 9 p.m. Eastern, which I absolutely freaking love. The fact that it's coming out at night, so that so that I can avoid
spoilers
going to work, and I don't have to go to work and just sit there all day and worry about Star Wars page itself posting spoilers for stuff. Because Bad Batch, the final season, so many times you're scrolling, Star Wars would post a picture of like an event or a character, or like watch the latest Bad Batch episode, and it would be like a really important character right there from the Star Wars page. Not even 10 hours since the episode came out, and you guys are posting this stuff. It drives me nuts, man. It really drives me nuts. Tristan says the first episode is 42 minutes, and the second is 36. That's badass.
Yeah,
we are getting a movie length, 2 episodes, a short movie length, the first night. So I'm really excited.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Star Wars show. I'm really excited.
Yeah, I think that's just what people had said. So again, it's kind of sounding like it's, first episode or 2 is always a little bit longer. So I'm wondering if some of those other ones clock in at like 28 to 32 minutes or something. But regardless, man, I think it's going to play out like
8 episodes,
8-episode movie.
Yep. And then weekly through July 16th. Let's go. And then also, I just want to say one more thing about it real quick before we get into the discussion about it. I read that it's reported that the Acolyte budget is double that of the Kenobi show, which bothers me that they didn't give Kenobi more money. They should have definitely given Kenobi more money. Double that of the Kenobi show. $180 million budget. $180 million. The budget for Dune 2 was $190 million, dude. 10 million more than the Acolyte. If you have a 100, they better do some crazy stuff with this show, man. 180 mil. And like, it sounds like they're really doing a lot more like practical effects stuff. They're doing more, just like really like different choreography for scenes, like more like visceral kind of like hand-to-hand focused combat with a lot of like martial arts inspiration. What are your thoughts on the show? And do you think we're going to get figures from it? And do you think we're going to get figures like announced within like the next couple months?
Let me ask you a question first, then I'll answer. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Are we gonna do like, I know you've done this with Ahsoka. Are we gonna do any
after Acolyte?
Yeah.
I want to do it.
If you don't want to do it, I could run it on my channel.
I want to do it. I don't know when I would do it. Because I want to do it. I want to do just like I did. A lot of people probably don't know, unless you are an OG of my channel. An OG, I did a show called After Ahsoka. And I feel like just the name alone, like I almost got to do this After Acolyte show, dude.
That's what I'm
thinking. Should I do it? You know, I'm going to make a poll.
Anyway, the reason I asked because I want in if you do it. But I invited it's like, yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm so bummed out I didn't know you when you were doing Acolyte, because I saw like you did that Acolyte. Yeah, sorry. Ahsoka.
I'll make a poll and see if people watch it. Should I do an After Acolyte stream show? Be honest, just answer if you're listening. Should I do an After Acolyte stream show? If you're not gonna watch a show, or like you don't really care about watching like a show, just put no. It's fine. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. But if you feel like you wouldn't watch it, or you wouldn't like be like, that's not really something I'd be interested in. So like I said, what I did with After Ahsoka, was basically I'd have a different panel. Some people were like Thrawn's Office. He was on every week. I don't think he missed one. I think he was on every single week. So basically we basically come on the show and we review the episode, kind of give our overall impressions of the episode right off the bat. And then we break down the episode. I kind of just pull up the episode, share my screen, and just go kind of click by click, like frame by frame. I don't really play any of it, but we kind of talk about the episodes. If you guys would be interested in seeing something like that, please vote. Just yes or no. If you're like, not something I would watch, just put no. Emmy Dyson says, I'm more excited for the Acolyte than I was for Ahsoka. Stacey says, I'm really excited for the Acolyte, but it blows me away that they put more money in it than Obi-Wan Kenobi show. I'm expecting a lot. I think another thing about this show is like, this is kind of a new era. So like they're bringing in High Republic. Like you have to flesh this out. This is a golden opportunity right now. Honestly, this is a golden opportunity for Disney. Brand new show. A lot of unknown stuff that we don't really know too much about. Like you have to capitalize on this and do something really dope.
I will say, don't expect more just because the budget is more. I actually think the budget being that high is a bit of a red flag, if I'm being honest. A lot of times when a budget inflates like that, a lot of time there's like reshoots, there's stuff that maybe they weren't happy with and they had to go back and change some things. Like,
I wonder if it's also the actors, dude. Like you got the dude from Squid Game. You got Carrie-Anne Moss, right? Is that her name?
Well, that doesn't make sense because they just had like Ewan McGregor and, you know, like you said, I think it has to be, I don't think it's the actors. I think it's more of like, I personally think that it had to be like reshoots and something. That budget is insane.
Well, I don't know if it, dude, I don't know though, bro. It's like, it's all practical. Like there's a bunch of practical effects. They got to do all this choreography and like do all this, like, they're doing more stunts. It seems like they're doing more stunts, more training. It's 8 episodes. Like Kenobi was what, 6? So, I mean, you got 2 additional episodes depending on how big they're going with it. I feel like also you have more characters at play who are Jedi. Like you have a lot. It seems like this show is a lot more bigger in scope than Kenobi. Like we kind of knew what we were getting with Kenobi as far as what the scope of the show was going to be. Is it worth double the budget? Oh, another thing is like they've been using the volume a lot for shows. We know in this one they're doing like sets and a lot more practical effects, so it's gonna be bigger. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Probably know more about that type of stuff as far as.
No, I'm just saying that again. I hope you're right. I hope it's because they're using. It's kind of like But when this clocks in more expensive than Dune Part 2, that's crazy to me. But this goes to show this. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like when you have people that know what they're doing, and I'm not saying the people that are doing the acolyte don't. I'm just saying like Denis Villeneuve, like he's going on location. He's got an incredible cinematographer. Like I just hope it looks like really good, because the fact that that's come out before the show is weird to me, because it's almost like that's kind of a negative. Like you don't put out something like that.
I think it was like reported.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think they came out and just said like, oh, our budget is this. I think it was like one of those reported things, like an insider knowledge of it. It's reportedly 180 mil,
Yeah. Well, here's what I'll answer your question. To go back to your question, let's keep the hype high. Like until we have a reason not to be excited, let's keep it high. But I think your question was, do I see figures coming from this? And what was the other question? You probably forgot. But anyway, because it was long.
Do we think we're going to get figures?
We're for sure getting figures from this.
I think we're getting figures from it too. 100%.
And I'm going to go ahead and say, I think
100%.
that there is 3 figures we're going to get right out of the gate. But I think there's 2 that are like, in my opinion, like 100% going to happen right out of the gate. The Carrie-Anne Moss figure, I don't know about, because we talk about it all the time with likeness, sculpt, like what goes into the rights for that.
Carrie-Anne Moss is a freaking Jedi figure, man.
We're eventually going to get it. Dope. I just don't know if that's going to be one of the first ones. I will say the three actors that they keep putting out there in the promotion of it is obviously the dude from Squid Game. Apologies for not knowing his name. I should, because he's an incredible actor. But him, Carrie-Anne Moss, and then Amanda Stildberg, I believe. It's the assassin Jedi that's fighting Carrie-Anne Moss. 100%
Amanda Steinberg?
Yes. It's Amanda Stenberg or something.
Stenberg, yeah.
And again, I told Steve this. She was in a horror movie called Bodies, Bodies, Bodies that was really, really good. I'm excited to see her character in this. That's a figure that I'm for sure going to be getting.
Lee Jung Jae? That's the guy from, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right.
Yeah. But I think
Lee
that
Jung
those
Jae,
two...
the guy from Squid Game. But yeah.
Yeah, I think him is a for sure announcement, and I think that Amanda is a for sure. Now, Carrie-Anne Moss, I think, is for sure going to happen. I just don't know when. Those are the 3 I could 100% see us getting announcements for figures before the end of the year on.
Dude, the Amanda Stenberg with her like braids and stuff.
That's day
like
one.
That's samurai look. Like, dude, her outfit is so cool. Like, I feel like, you could just get some really dope outfits with this stuff.
Those are the 3 I'd want anyway. Again, we haven't even seen the show, but just based on the advertisements, they're really focusing on that fight scene, and they're really focusing on the guy from Squid Game being kind of the lead of the show. Like, him, and those 3 are like the leads from what I'm seeing. So those would be the ones that I think they would start with when we do get announcements.
Yes, I agree. I think those are going to be like those are like, I feel like the most likely, right? Tristan says, I hope they make a Padawan. I think I'm not 100%. I haven't really heard their names much. I'm kind of just going based off like assumption on the pronunciation of the names. But Jackie Lan, she's like the one that's like kind of like partial human, I guess.
Is that
like human hybrid? Like the younger one with the short hair, the female with the short hair. She has like kind of like a light, like almost like kind of like.
Was she in Logan, the actress?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's her. I'm pretty sure that's her, right?
Yeah.
She's great.
Mackenzie something. Yeah.
Is that? No, that's not her. It's Daphne. No, yeah, Daphne Keane. Is that her?
Daphne Keane. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought Mackenzie. Sorry about that. Yeah, Daphne Keane. That's her. MB Dyson brings up a good point. They didn't make Andor figures. I think
we're talking Jedi though now. There's a difference once you get into like Jedi.
I was gonna say we're talking that, and we're also talking like if you think about Andor, there was a lot of big actors in those roles too. Like I'm not saying there's not big actors in this show, but you just had like Steve said. Like I think there's a different like push for this show. Like Andor kind of flew under the radar, oddly enough. Like it just it kind of flew under the radar until it came out, and it really surprised people. You had like Andy Serkis, you know, you had a lot
Maybe
of
they were
these
just waiting to see what the reception was for that show.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, but with this, I think for sure with it being Jedi, with it being with the big promotional push they have for the show, because we don't even know if we're going to get Skeleton Crew this year or not. I mean, we're thinking we will, but we haven't heard nothing about it. This might be the only Disney Plus Star Wars show this year, so I would assume they're going. I mean, they've already went in, and again, Star Wars Black Series makes everything, but I'm just saying they've already gone all in with like 6-7 figures right out of the gate for that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Carrie, I'm definitely getting, says Mitchell Lawrence. He said,
"Oh, for sure,
head skull for a Trinity figure. She'd be dope if they actually do it."
Just character design. I love that the assassin look. It's just something new. It just looks really cool. I just think it'd look really badass.
Yeah, Emmy says, "I don't immediately want figures from a new Star Wars show. That's the sickness of Star Wars collecting. You haven't even seen it yet." Yeah. I think
that's a good point.
Yeah, that's a really good point. You haven't even seen it yet, so we don't even know. And also, like,
really good.
Yeah, they're really showing this fight scene. And sometimes what happens is when they show trailers, like they show one of the peak moments in the show. The one that really comes to my mind is Echo, the Marvel show with her and Daredevil fighting. That was like the best fight scene of the show. And it's in like the first episode or whatever. So it's right off the bat, and that was like the best fight scene. So I'm hoping we get more than just like, when I saw the Star Wars marathon in theaters after I saw like the 25th Phantom Menace, did you go? I forget. Did you go see it in theaters?
No, I wanted to, but
shame, bro. Shame on you.
I know, dude. I've been out for a couple weeks, man. I've been out.
Yeah, but anyways, they showed like they showed that scene, like with Carrie-Anne Moss and Amanda Stenberg, like the that fight scene, like inside of that kind of like cantina looking area, I guess you could say. I don't know if it's a cantina, whatever that building is that they're in. They showed the extended version of that, like it showed the majority of that fight. And it was really good. It was really good. Tristan says, "I'm going to warn you guys now. Don't get comfortable seeing Trinity on screen." Just saying. His theory is that she might just die early. 1Adam12 says, "Need to at least see Cassian Andor for any new show characters." Well, Andor season 2. I think that's going to be the time when they finally do a Cassian Andor. Is Andor season 2. And I'll say this too. Season 2 is when he's going to start getting his Rogue One look, because that show is going to run right into Rogue One. So I wonder if like once it bumps right up into Rogue One, are they going to announce a Cassian Andor, and do they brand him Rogue One potentially? And then I also wonder, like, what do we see any other characters that we saw around the time of Rogue One as well? You know, did they do like start dropping Andor figures that are also in Rogue One? We'll see.
I'd like to see a Bix.
Yeah, me as well. I'm excited to see what they do with her character in season 2. There's a lot of potential there. A lot of potential. This is crazy, dude. I can't believe this. Rogue One. That's right. 2016. 10 years old in 2 years. It's crazy to just read that and say it out loud. Yeah, so I'm excited about this show. At 1Adam12 says that, hold on. I hope the Acolyte is really good, but these trailers have been flat. I think they're not giving anything away, and I'm kind of glad that they're not, because like this is what I read, and this is why I'm so hyped about this, is because I love like mystery type stuff, like when you have to solve something, you know, like kind of murder mystery type stuff. I'm into those types of like shows, and just like, you know, like them trying to figure out what happens. And then if they tell a really good story of like the twists and the turns where they really get you going, like, oh, I think it's this person, and then there's a big twist, like, oh, I think it's them, and then like they really have like a big reveal. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Justin?
Yeah, but
as far as that goes,
I don't think it's gonna be. I do think they're using murder mystery, but I don't think it's gonna be one where like you're just really on the edge of your seat. Like, I wonder who it is.
Sure. I think in the way that I saw the one thing, the way that I saw this being marketed as is like, or not marketed as, but I saw somebody who had seen like the 2-episode premiere who basically described it as like a Jedi murder mystery with mystical elements, which this is like so cool to me. I think that is just like, if that's what the show ends up being, and they actually have a good story, yes, I'm pumped, dude. And I've kind of been like more positive about the show from the beginning, because I think too. Like there's a lot of negativity surrounding Star Wars. And I think when you like, it's almost like the Acolyte is being just set up to fail is what it seems like, almost like in just like the general consensus. I see more negative than I do positive around it. And I get it to some extent of just like, you know, them people not thinking that it's going to be good, but I'm high on it, dude. I'm excited, man. More Star Wars. I think the show is going to be good. I have a feeling it's going to be good. I have a really good feeling about this show. It's got something. Mitchell says, I'm with you, Evil. Let's go.
I'm going in about how I went in with, I'd say I'm probably going into it like I went into it with Ahsoka. Like I kept my expectations in check because I just, you know, I loved Mandalorian. You know, I was kind of with Ahsoka. I was intrigued by it, but I didn't want to get too hyped because a lot of times our own hype can kind of let us down when we finally see something, or we already decided before it even comes out that we're not going to enjoy it. So I'm just going to try to go into it. And that's why I haven't read up about any of it. I haven't watched hardly any of the trailers other than that first one that came out, simply because I want to kind of go in with it as neutral as possible so I can really kind of judge for myself. That's why I don't even like, personally, I used to read reviews all the time on every movie that it kind of shapes. Yeah, it shapes how you go into seeing something. Like it, you know, whether you think it is or not, it's shaping your opinion before you even see it. So, again, man, if it sucks, I'm going to say it sucks. If it's great, I'm going to say it's great. If it falls somewhere in between, I'll say it's somewhere in between. But I think we should, all as Star Wars fans, I would hope that it's awesome. I mean, if it's awesome, dude, then we get like a great show.
It's got the potential, man. It's got
the ingredients. It absolutely has the ingredients, man.
Yeah. Wayne Timothy's in the house. What's up, Wayne? He says, I'm with you, Sneaker. I think it looks awesome. Nomar says, hopefully it's good. We need that. We do need it. Clinton Martin says, this story reminds me of Ahsoka from Clone Wars where she's framed by Barriss. Yeah. Like, this is really intriguing story. Stacy says, I say the more Star Wars, the better. We went years with nothing new. It's a good time to be a Star Wars fan. Yeah, I'm excited, dude. Like, this show, when you read, like, kind of like you see kind of the trailer and stuff, and it looks like there's kind of like the guy from Squid Game, I don't know if I'm saying his name right, Lee Jung-jae or Lee Jung-jae. I could be pronouncing that wrong potentially, but when we see his character kind of like the master Jedi and then like his former apprentice, who I think is Amanda Stenberg's character, so something happened there, right? And like there's just like you said, it's got the ingredients. Like they meet again and they meet up again in the future. Something mysterious is going on and she's coming back, and like it's got some good. I'm intrigued, man. I'm intrigued just by seeing the trailers and what I'm picking up from the trailers and just like kind of like the what the storyline is shaping up to be. Like I think it's gonna be exciting, man.
Yeah, and I think that he's going to be the lead of the show. Like I think they're focused on that fight scene, right? You know, because I think they're trying to show off. Yeah, I think that he's 100% the lead of the show. So it's going to really hinge on that performance and what we think of this character as well. I think the supporting cast has an opportunity to be really badass too. Just based on the trailer I've seen, I like it better when it's more scaled down. That's why I personally kind of really liked Kenobi personally. I'm not saying all of it worked, but I do like how it felt smaller, if that makes sense. Like, not everything has to be super grand for me. I'd rather it be more of like an intimate story. I think that's why Andor worked really well for people too. I mean, I'm still watching it, but just based on the first few episodes, like I think people like that as well. Like, especially on TV, you can kind of do more of that. You don't have to do as much of the spectacle. So again, with that budget being where it's at, I'm hoping that means we're getting, like you said, Steve, practical stuff. Like, basically, like I said, stuff that doesn't look, that looks really good, that holds up, and that, they put the money where it should have went, which is like, the writing, the action sequences, the choreography. So we'll see, man. To wrap it up, I definitely think we're going to get figures from this. I know we didn't get any for Andor, but I definitely think we're getting some from this. Like Steve said, it's just, with having this many Jedi and potential like Sith and stuff, I just don't see how they're not going to do it.
Yeah. And Disney's like been really marketing this show.
They're pushing it hard.
They are pushing this show super hard, which I haven't really like. Granted, Bad Batch is a little bit different because it's animated, but like they're pushing this to be a big show. Like I've seen it everywhere. I've seen it all over all these different ads. Like they're intentionally, I'm guessing, doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tristan says that's why Padawan Jekyllon is going to be so interesting. She's his new Padawan. Yeah. I mean, there's just a lot of cool elements, man.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be time jumps in the show. So even if a character does get killed off early, you're still going to see him throughout the show, because I'm sure they're going to have like time jumps and everything. Like, you know, so I could see that being a potential thing too. But
yeah, I'm excited to see something like this where, like, I hope too, like, it's not just like, oh, murder mystery, and then it's like you don't see stuff happen. Like, I want it to be like a little bit more like visceral, just like in a way where like it's just more like you feel it more. You know what I mean? When it comes to like kind of in your face more so than like what we've seen from some Star Wars stuff. I hope they don't like really hold stuff back.
And I think there's an interesting opportunity here with us not being as familiar with the characters like we were with Kenobi.
It's a huge opportunity for them to do something cool.
You can kill off characters. You can have higher stakes because you don't necessarily...
You can make people care about a character and then kill them.
Yeah, I mean, it's
have them die.
But as much as we loved the characters in Kenobi, like, you know that, like, you kind of, at least in the back of your mind, know some of those characters are safe at all times.
And they're safe at all times. You know what the outcome is going to be, right? In this show, we don't know the outcome of what's going to happen to these Jedi, right? And obviously, like, look what has happened overall, like the High Republic, and kind of like then what happens after that, right? Like, it's just like in Phantom Menace, we don't see any of that. You know what I mean? So like some stuff is probably going to happen. You know what I mean? Mitchell says, I just love the Jedi Force Kung Fu style martial arts. Same here. Jedi like martial arts type stuff is really cool. And I hope we see a lot of it. I hope we just see a lot of it. And it sounds like the training and stuff has been pretty intense for the show. They've been doing a lot of stuff. So sorry, go ahead. You said you're going to say
No. I just wanted to say, I don't want to see the overuse of force blocking though. I feel like we have gotten that so much that I'd rather see like true hand-to-hand combat
and some like lightsaber battles, dude.
That's what I was gonna say. With the choreography,
lightsaber stuff.
Yeah, look, let's be real, man. The choreography, when you watch the choreography for Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen, man, it's just different. Like some of this new choreography, I'm hoping they really went into that, because you really need to have a memorable lightsaber battle, man. You need to have some really good choreography.
Yeah, it's hard to make it look good.
Yeah, man. So I just know with some of these newer shows, you know, they're doing, even Vader, you know, when he was fighting Reva, like he did a lot of force blocking like 3 or 4 times. And again, that shows his power and stuff. I get it. But I do want to see more choreography. I feel like that's an easy way to kind of
I want to see some
get away with
clashing, dude.
Me too, man. That's what I'm saying. Like when you go watch Revenge of the Sith
and stuff.
Yeah, in Revenge of the Sith, man, when you see those lightsabers hit each other and you see that, like, there's stakes involved, you know, there's like, it feels visceral, like Steve said. Like, we need more of that. I don't want to just see a bunch of lightsabers going all the way around.
Yeah, and I think that's where like the practical effects type stuff really helps too, instead of them being in the volume, where things I felt like in Ahsoka, we talked about this in the past, are kind of like constricted in a way. It felt like kind of like the scenes were contained. Like you could tell they were in the volume. You know what I mean? That's why I like these practical sets. Like we talk, like when you see the initial, like the trailer when Carrie-Anne Moss's character and Amanda Stenberg's character are like fighting in that area. They're going up and down. They're moving around a bunch of places. Like it just like seems more like they're going to be able to do that with this show.
Yeah, and that's what you need. You need that. Actors need that space. Look, actors are great. I don't know how they do it, where they like get in front of a blue screen, or they do all this stuff and like they just have to look at a tennis ball and all this. Like, at least give some space, man. It's amazing what an actual practical set will do for actors.
Hell
yeah.
And practical sets are just really cool. They're just
for sure, man.
Tristan says, I think I'm going to be very selective of the figures I get from the show. It's going to be really interesting, man. And like, it's going to be scary for it's just a Star Wars collector. It's just like, it's never ending, man. And like, yeah, it's just, and then we have 25th anniversary of the Phantom Menace that they're doing right now. We're probably going to get some reveals from that. Like, it is going to be a crazy year for Star Wars, just in general.
Yeah, and until they start making some new movies, again, we know we got the Mandalorian movie coming out. You know, there's back and forth on if that Rey trilogy is going to happen, all this different stuff. Like, whether we like it or not, man, Disney is really pushing the Disney Plus Star Wars stuff right now. So I feel like they're, you know, and it's getting movie budgets, man. So
yeah,
to me, it's like this is like their big release of the year. So I personally think that we're gonna get figures. And unless the show is just absolutely awful, man, I definitely already have a couple that I will want just based on the trailer. Again, I'm gonna wait till the show comes out to really decide, but I just think a Carrie-Anne Moss Jedi figure is just too good to pass up, bro. I don't care how bad the show is. Like, I just feel like you gotta have at least that,
Yeah. Mitchell says one thing Star Wars always gets right is their landscape designs. Yeah, the world always feels really good. Really cool. You just feel like Star Wars. It's crazy. Like every time you like watch Star Wars, it just feels like the scenery and everything. It always feels like you're in Star Wars. You know what I mean? Love that. Tristan says, plus they're already filming season 2 of the Acolytes. So that's why I didn't hear this. I saw that. I forget her name. Is it Leslie? I forget her last name. I could
excuse me.
Is it Headland or something like that? I think it's Leslie Headland. Yeah, Leslie Headland. I think she said there's plans for season 2, as in like she knows where she wants to take it from here. I don't think they're filming it. Bro. But anyways, would you think you would get some figures if this is good? I know this is all pure speculation right now. If this is good and you like the show, would you get the characters you talked about for figures?
Yeah, I probably would.
In the current state that you're in from collecting and talking about Star Wars and all that stuff, you think you would?
Yeah, if it's good. I will. I mean, I'm for sure going to get those two that I mentioned. Worries, bro. Yeah, I'm for sure going to be getting the, again, I don't know the character's name, but the Amanda Stenberg or whatever, 100% will get that. That character is going to look so badass. I think that there's a reason they're really focusing on those scenes, because I think that like Steve said, they're probably picking out some of the best stuff to throw out there. I will say the one thing I do like is they haven't shown everything. And a lot of times if you're not confident in something, you're just going to show everything because you're like, God, we got to show something that gets people excited. I think the stuff I think the marketing campaign behind it has been solid. I think it's been really good, and I'm hoping it's great. But yeah, to answer your question, man, unless the show is just absolutely abysmal, that would be the one figure that I feel like I'm for sure going to get. Just because it's so unique, Yeah,
I feel like at this point, man, Star Wars has so much pressure on it now for everything they make. So I feel like they probably had a lot of eyes on this one, making this one to make sure that it's going to be good. But then I think of like Madam Web, freaking Sony just like blowing it.
Dude, the thing that the movie industry does, man, which makes no sense, but they do it, is like instead of fixing stuff that will actually make it better, which would be like rewrites or like
they don't want to spend money, dude.
No, they throw money at reshoots and stuff like that. I mean, you saw it with Justice League. They hired Joss Whedon. They let him have control, and the movie still came out terrible. And it's because they didn't fix the one thing they should have fixed all along, which was the script. And so I'm just hoping it's good, man. But like you said, these budgets can balloon. I'm hoping that was just speculation. I'm hoping that means good things for it. But like we said, man, we get it in a couple days. So here's the good news. Whether it sucks or whether it's great, we're going to find out really soon. I think you're going to be able to tell by the first 2 episodes if you're going to be into it or not. I really do. I feel like I'm not saying it's going to finish great, but I feel like you're at least going to know if you're on board with it or not. I feel like those 2 episodes will let you know really quick. Yeah.
I agree, dude. I'm excited, man. 2 days. I can't believe in 48 hours I'm going to be finishing the second episode because it's like almost 10:30.
And think about when a new Star Wars comes out. What I do like about it is it builds a lot of the lore and it builds a lot of like the universe too. So like that's another thing I really like, dude. Is like just getting more characters, getting more hopefully iconic characters. And like I said, man, whether we like it or not, Disney Plus is a huge thing for Disney. Like they're going to put as much stuff on there as possible. And I'm just hoping that we still get some big theatrical releases. I actually like how we're only getting potentially 1 show this year. I feel like sometimes I'm with Stacy, like any new Star Wars is great, but I do sometimes think less is more sometimes because you really get to soak in a show.
Yeah, and this one's going to be 8 episodes, and it's going to be over the course of 7 weeks, basically. That's really
There's going to be conversations, man. I think that's so good for a show like
this.
Shit,
I got to do the show. I got to do After Acolyte then. Damn. It's going to be conversation.
Yeah, when you said you weren't sure, I was like, what?
So
no, After Acolyte.
29 votes, but yes, 82%. That's pretty like, I feel like if 82% of 29 people are going to watch it, I'd probably do it. What day? Maybe like a Thursday.
I can do Thursday.
But it would have to be like, it would either be, the options are Thursday and Friday. And I said I didn't want to do Friday. It might have to be Friday. It might have to be Friday. You could do Friday.
Just let me know. Yeah, just let me know.
If it was Thursday, it'd have to be earlier. It'd have to be earlier Thursday, like a 7:30 or something. But I feel like Friday at like a 7:30, 7:45 would be better.
I'll put it this way. I'm going to watch it. I'm definitely going to watch these first 2 episodes when it airs because I don't want to get it spoiled. So like, whenever you want to do it, just let me know. I'd love to.
Yeah, I'll work it out. I think I'm going to do it. Man. But Stacy says 983 subs, dude. 17 away from 1K. Damn, almost there. I might have to post a short tonight or something. Tristan says, now they got to fix the Star Wars video games. Dude, yeah, you posted, I think it was you who asked, or is anybody excited? Are you guys excited for Star Wars Outlaws? Yes, I am excited. I'm probably going to play that game for sure. I might stream it. I might actually live stream it. I'm excited to play it. Brad says, another great stream tonight. Hope to see you Tuesday night. Got to check out. Hope to see you Tuesday night.
Thank you, saying for After Acolyte.
Oh, yeah. So it ain't going to be on Tuesday right after the show. I don't think I'll be able to do it like that, but it'll probably, my guess is if I do it, I'll have to do it like I did last time, which is Friday. But also at that point, I'm streaming 3 days a week, and that ends up being a lot, but I could probably maintain it through the summer. Probably be okay. There's also Friday nights during the summer are not a great time to stream. People got a lot of other stuff going on. So, potentially could do like maybe Thursday. It'd have to be short, like an hour-ish, hour and a half tops. I'll figure something out. But thank you guys who want to watch it. I'll logistically plan it. Now I have to because it would be this week. So hey, check out After Acolyte this week. TBD. Follow me on Instagram. Stay locked into my YouTube page. I'll post a thumbnail when it's gonna be. Do you remember Vince that said on PS2 peak Star Wars games? Dude, the PlayStation games, like the older Star Wars games were peak, man. Good. Yes. Force Unleashed, all those games. I do like the Jedi Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor games too. Battlefront, all that good stuff. But yeah, so okay. I'm probably gonna do the show, man. So that'll be fun. And then guys, if you haven't already, you can go check out my collection tour. You can go check out a recent video that I posted with Darth Vader reviewing DX 27 and 28 and whether or not I feel like it's worth it to get both as far as Vader goes. Stacy says, great stream, guys. Hope to see you later this week for After Acolyte. Dang. Yeah, I'm excited. Riley says, haven't watched Tales of the Empire. Am I missing out? Did you watch this, Justin?
I haven't watched Tales of the Empire yet.
Riley, I will say I don't know enough about you as a Star Wars fan to tell you if you've watched all of the other stuff, I would say watch it.
It's an easy watch, Riley. It's like
a really easy watch.
An hour
but
tops.
It was not as good. I don't think it was as nearly as good as
yeah, that's what I've been hearing.
It wasn't as good as Tales of the Jedi, which was really hard to beat. They had some really good like storylines with Count Dooku and stuff like that. I would say watch it though. If you've seen because you've seen like Clone Wars, you're a Clone Wars fan. I know you got Clone Wars stuff in your collection. If you've seen the animated stuff, I would say just watch it. I would actually be curious to hear what you have to say about it. I thought it was going to be more than what it was. It was okay. Yeah, big fan. I do love Grievous. I want to see him slay some peeps. Well, I'll say like you're not gonna, not to spoil anything, but you're not gonna see a lot of General Grievous. You're not gonna see a lot of General Grievous, bro. But it's like kind of cool stuff. Like there's a 3-episode Morgan Elsbeth arc, and then there's a 3-episode Barriss Offee arc. It is, if you want to see like kind of the culmination of like what happens with her character, you should watch it. you should watch it, bro.
Yeah, and I think it's just an hour total all in time. So
yeah,
I haven't watched it either. Riley,
yeah, it's like it's really short. It's really short, so I would watch it. I would watch it. I mean, I recommend everybody watch all the animated stuff, just in general. But I kind of recommend you should watch all Star Wars. But based on like, if somebody's saying like, I don't really watch animated stuff, don't really care too much for that stuff, I probably would say, well, you're probably not going to care too much about this then.
That was the most long-winded answer, bro. Like
dude, I like giving people good recommendations when it comes to Star Wars content.
So yes or no? Should Riley Reviews watch it?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I'm like you, Steve. I get long-winded too, man. But at the end of it, I was like, I don't know if I should watch it.
Well, I like to give people a good recommendation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you. No,
that's like I said, I forgot like Riley is like into the Clone Wars. He's got some Clone Wars figures in his display and stuff like that. So I say if you're into Clone Wars animation, you should watch it. It does add some stuff to kind of like the storyline of like one of the Inquisitors. Yeah, dude. Okay. Dude, what do you got coming up on the channel? Also, catch me on Wednesdays, Wolfpack Wednesdays. So it's going to be like Sunday show, Wednesday show, potentially like a Friday show. So that's a lot of streaming, man. You know, it's a lot. I got a lot going on right now too. So I'll keep you guys posted. Justin,
yeah, I got
how you figure. You're back. You're back in action.
I'm back.
What do you got? What do you got, man? What do you got? What do you got going on the channel? What do you got coming up? What's the plans?
Yeah, I'm back. I think this summer is going to be good too for getting back to my schedule's a little different too. So I'm going to be. I already got my Catwoman review up. I know I told you guys about it already. It would mean a lot to me just because like I hadn't put up a video in 2 weeks. If y'all could go support that video, that'd be awesome. If not, I totally get it. But even if you swung by in there just to leave me a comment like, hey, good to, cool video or something, I got some other videos that I've been filming. I'll have at least one other video this week. I've also been going back and forth on how I'm going to do a stream. I'm going to be doing this stream, obviously. But I'm also going to be, I'm not going to make like a schedule for streams yet, but I do want to try out a stream on my channel just to kind of get in the habit of doing it, just because I feel like this is kind of the content I prefer to do. I think I'm a little bit, I like just talking more than doing a ton of editing. I know that's everybody.
You're like me when I first started my channel,
yeah,
bro.
I just
start doing that stuff and then you realize like, damn, this takes so much time. Why do all that when you could just pop up on a live stream and say everything you want to say that way and you don't have to film anything?
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you guys, I'm gonna totally redesign how I do my reviews. It's just I'm not really enjoying the current way I'm doing them. I'm not having fun with it at all. So I'm gonna find a way to do it that fits me more. That might be a good or bad thing for the viewer. I'm not sure, but hopefully you get something out of the reviews though. But anyway, long story short, I'm going to be streaming. Expect my first stream to come in the next 2 weeks. Like it might just be a quick pop-up stream just to kind of, like I said, just to kind of get used to it. I kind of want to learn how to do it just in case, like let's say another show comes out, like X-Men 97, I just finished, right? I'd love to talk about that on stream. Like I wanted to talk about that, and it'd just be a way to kind of pop in and chat with some of the subs and I love talking to the chat. So that's a long-winded way of saying I got a lot of stuff in the pipeline. Hopefully y'all can check it out and hopefully y'all support it. And but regardless, keep supporting Steve, man. He's almost to 1,000. Doing a lot of great things on the channel, man. And the thing with Steve too is he's super supportive of everyone as well, so it's easy to support Steve. But with that said, once he gets to 1,000, man, I keep telling him like every week, man, it's just going to keep getting like the numbers are going to keep going up just because of the consistency. Like we're stay consistent on the stream, staying the consistent. Yeah, so
the show.
Make sure to keep supporting him and share. Until he gets to 1,000, man. Tell a buddy like, hey, go sub. The quicker we get to that 1,000, man, the quicker Steve gets to that awesome 1,000 subscribers.
That is going to be a dope show. Yes. 17 away. We are at 983 subs. So if you are still listening, we got 38 in the house. Please, on the way out, hit that like button. And if you're listening and you are not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button so we can do these 10 giveaways for the people who have supported my channel. And thank you all for being here because we got a lot of people in here who are in here every week. every week supporting the show and supporting the channel. So really appreciate you guys. And shout out to my father, Django, newest channel member of the Evil Empire tonight. So thank you, bro, for the support there. Justin, any last words before we head out?
Just once again, thanks. It was so cool to get back to chatting with a lot of people in chat. You know, I wasn't even posting on Instagram. Again, it does feel like I haven't been around. Like, even though it was only like a week and a half, it feels really long, especially when you're used to like talking to people almost every day. So, everybody that's been asking, like, hey man, where you been? I appreciate it. And like I said, I'm back to doing regular stuff. So again, just thanks to the chat for staying here, man. Like I said, dude, having 40 like consistently throughout the night every Sunday, man, that's awesome, dude. And it's the same people coming back supporting.
Boba.
I mean, y'all literally don't realize how important it is for us to like have you guys to talk with on the stream and supporting it. And I know Steve appreciates it. So once again, man, thank y'all. Y'all make the whole show. So I really do appreciate you guys.
Yes, me as well, guys. Go check out How You Figure. All the information is in the description and all the links for everything down in the description below. It's always there if you need it. But again, thank you all so much. Next time I talk to you guys will be if you check me on Wolfpack Wednesdays over on the Giant Knights Watch channel. Otherwise, we'll see you guys probably at After Acolyte. It's going to happen.
After Acolyte, baby. 2 days. 2 days,
Until
man.
then.
Acolyte.
Until then, while Boba Fettuccine got held up at the dog park, he will catch the replay. Thank you, bro. Really appreciate it. Thanks for stopping in right at the end here. And I hope everybody who's listening enjoyed the replay as well. Wanami says thank you for the stream. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, Wanami. Appreciate it.
Thank you for watching.
And before I see you guys next time, as always, collect carefully, y'all.